Grand Rising, everybody. Much love, much respect to everybody. Flat motherfucking power to the flat power family. Grand Rising, everybody. Much love, much respect to everybody. Flat motherfucking power to the flat power family. Grand Rising, everybody. Much love, much respect to everybody. Flat motherfucking power to the
Class in session, so it's time for you.
Grand Rising, we're gonna start this off.
Class in session, so it's
like
time for
we
you.
always do by shouting out to Grand Rising. We're gonna start this off.
Class in session, so it's time for you.
We always do by shouting out to Grand Rising. We're gonna start this off.
Class in session, so it's time for you to get the notes. The quickest way to sell your soul is when the niggas vote. This shit I'm kicking is forbidden. Class in session, so it's time for you to get the notes.
Here we go. Grand Rising. Shout out to everybody in the house, man. Flat motherfucking power to the flat power family. Gonna start this off like we always do. Playing some music and shouting out the sponsors. That's each and every one of y'all. Shout out my brother Indian number 9. My brother D. Island Warren. Texas was good. Grand Rising, man. Power to the motherfucking people. Flat motherfucking power. We're gonna start it off like we always do. With some music by my nigga Dangerous, sponsor. Let's go. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, man. Let's go. Good morning, America.
Class in session, so it's time for you to get the notes. The quickest way to sell your soul is when you niggas vote. This shit I'm kicking is forbidden, better listen, bro. A politician preaching love is the biggest joke. See what they do is use the shit as a tool. Got us focused on these fools and putting shit in our food. Fighting to free your mind is kinda hollow but true. The system make you a zombie. Follow the rules, so we rebel. But not too many live it to tell. Till they find the cheat code using digital scales. Paradise is aborted when the mission is failed. Heaven and hell collide like prison and jail. And you don't need religion just to say you awake. You even dumber than you look, you think you came from an 8. Religion needs science, science need religion. One tell a story and the other paint the picture. But listen, nigga, if you dig a little deeper, you can find that little rabbit in the mother of the reaper. I'm the best for a reason. There's a message in the speaker when the cosmos talking. That's a blessing from the ether. One day I met the devil for real and made a deal with him. Told him all I want is the money and kept it real with him. Came in the form of a thought I couldn't build with him. Shit I was selling the fiends was really killing him. Your gun bars ain't much if your gat don't shoot. I'm strapped and bulletproof like the Batman suit. All it takes is one snap to have my enemies killed. The laws in space and time, I could bend them at will. Yeah, I'm in the world that some of y'all have not seen, and living on the page that some of y'all cannot read. And right now they probably calling me cheap, cause I decided it's enough and now I finally speak. Tell you the truth, I don't trust people who cheat. It's deeper than having sex, you give birth to deceit. If you see where this is going, this is true as can be. If you lie to the ones you love, then you do it to me.
Yeah.
The cold word is rainy night. Niggas get wet outside, but ain't no rain in sight. They wonder where this come from. Ascension when it's all done. No reason to believe in a God. When you become one, you understand. You could get it the same. Niggas a double cross you if you get them the fame. My soul ain't for sale just to get in the game. It's dangerous, homie, just remember the name.
Part 2. Let's go. Hopefully everybody had a beautiful weekend. Shout out Indian number 9, my brother D. Allen Warren, Texas.
They just wanna keep us asleep. I know this shit suck. When the fuck the niggas wake up, I know this shit tough. Every other step you take, you get your foot stuck. Cause they go and show you the fly with some niggas pushed up. Religion is a part of the system, my nigga, listen. If you ain't got control of your soul, then you's a victim. The Pope all over the net with politicians. The same politicians who sleeping with little children. Time to make them pay for what they did to the youth. But freedom of speech is nothing when they censoring truth. You ain't gotta show shit when you live in the proof. Giving support to your oppressors, man, you niggas is goofs.
Time to fight fire with fire.
Get on some nigga shit. Time to get back what they stole. All of our innocence. Some people hate the way that I talk. This shit be spicy. But say a bunch of shit that ain't true, it isn't likely. They try to say your vision ain't true, but with your sight see. The best way to tear you apart is through your psyche. I give it to you real, what you need me to say. Ask the world leaders about the oath they secretly take. It's a plan that they got to keep us legally slaves. Paid labor overwhelming when you needed a break. If you think that I'm just talking, then bitch you lost. It's a war going on like Rich vs. Paul. The rich keep getting rich while you broke ass starve. Feeding you little pennies at that punk ass job. Thinking cause you get it in tax, you need that income. Really, I'm just stating the facts cause niggas been dumb. Your emotions are controlled by a system. Cause when I make a song full of hate, niggas listen. When I make a song about love, niggas skip it. They both from the soul, so really ain't nothing different. Today you gotta give it a fight to make the hate stop. Niggas on that ignorant shit gon' get a face shot. Believe what you wanna believe. A lot of niggas snakes, only going off of belief. A lot of shit is fake with 2 hands blazing. I'm ready for damnation. So tell a slave master I'm burning the plantation. You fuck niggas like to throw pain but can't take it. So all during war these flames remain sacred. Barrel to the root of your tongue, you niggas tasteless. Lights flying over your head, it ain't a spaceship. The reason why we fully equipped was information. It led us on the path that got us out of the matrix. Unity is power beyond, we should embrace it. But you can never bathe in the truth when you erase it. Speeding off what you was taught in the bracelet. Then you see it's nothing you thought, that shit is dangerous. A lot of people dying for what? That shit was aimless. It's kinda like a video game, it took stages. Just make sure these lanes remain nameless. Hood politics part 2, my name dangerous.
Shout out to Day 1 sponsor, Dangerous Music. My nigga. Shout out to Networks, man. Shout out to Networks, man. Part 3 coming up, man. Let's go. Shit getting out of control.
Shit getting out of control, I mean we been there. Hate, they disguise it as love, we call it sincere. They took us to a place where ain't none of this shit clear, and we just look stupid, wondering how we get here. This government got us in chains cause they don't love us. They got us separated by gangs over some colors. What hurts more is we keep trusting these motherfuckers and putting bullshit that they say over each other. It's a bad world. Many cry in this sad world. A unicorn is compared to a
My
black
nigga P.
girl,
Moses,
or any
Grand
child. When you
Rising.
mix it, making life swirl. Gems meet a
Peace and
diamond
salute
and
to
dance to make the
everybody.
ice swirl. Nigga, don't waste your time
That's what
trying
my
to hate
brother P.
them.
Moses
If you
said.
can't deal with your pride,
Stay
then stay away from me. I don't fuck with none of that dumb shit.
Heard
You
that.
heard that? Don't believe we live on a globe, nigga. The earth flat. First you gotta love yourself, then take the earth back. Find what's really important and make it worth that. Too much time in your hands lead to a dirt nap, but niggas don't keep the same energy to exert that.
What kind of freedom is that? What kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court, has nothing on his side other than what the white man chooses to give him? My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this. And it will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves.
Mind over matter, but none of that'll matter. When in life you're trying to climb and a nigga pull a ladder, believing in the myth when reality is shattered. The lies never end unless you serve it on a platter. America made you a slave, then call you monster. Erase everything that we paved and say we conquered. Willie lynching is a system that really harmed us. It raped women, left children without their fathers. America, land of the free, home of the great. America, cage of the beast, home of a snake. But the fight don't stop when you gone. This shit a marathon. Everything they touched in this world, they made it terraform. The best piece of advice, stay about these pig sight. Fuck what goes on in the street. Nigga, just live life. You only get one of those, nigga. Don't play with that. Trying to dance away in the dark and never make it back. We got a lot of loving to do. Shit is getting worse. Hate run deep in these roots. It's like the shit is cursed. Murder everything you can name. The world gone berserk. Pedophilia real as fuck. It's even in the church. Music, we've been flaming it. No, it ain't no game with it. Just know I put my soul on the beat. When you banging it, this is for the shit that I see and won't play with it. Hood Politics Part 3. My name Dangerous.
They attacked the victim, and then the criminals who attacked the victim accused the victim of attacking him. This is American justice. This is American democracy. And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy. Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail. But if you can't prove that a democracy is not hypocrisy, then don't put your hands on me.
Out my nigga Malcolm X. Let's go. We going over here to my brother.
Here we go.
Juice.
Here we go. William Best
Best.
in the building.
White man. Black
Welcome
baby.
everybody. This is just an indigenous
Shout
thing.
out my brother Metal
Studious,
Face
I'm an
Doom.
info for
What's good,
info.
Metal Face?
I
Grand
make what's
Rising.
complex
Raw,
look
black
simple.
motherfucking power.
To reclaim my birthright, my MO. My blood ties to the land, my credentials. Turtle Island, Nietzsche, my kinfolk. The vibration on this frequency I live for. We get sick, we don't go to hospitals. We heal ourselves with herbs and crystals. Mother Nature speaks, my soul gets tickled. We already equipped with the essentials. No Similac for my little. All my babies get the milk from mama's nipples. Raising rebels to create ripples in the system. It's not liberal. We teach the youth to go to source for they vittles. Be the B, don't be the man in the middle. That's a third party, a fifth whip. They tell you saving a little is a big deal. Wanna trick the wizard with his own spell? Learn to conjure, then you'll pierce the veil. That's his story, I didn't write that. It's my birthright, I want my life back. Was on the wrong path, now I'm on the right track. Was in the dark, now I'm in the light, fam. My skin's divine, I left this melanin. My DNA divine, liquid gold, I'm rich. Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. With the eye of Horus, I see infinity. Woke up like Neo, started training my abilities. I'm not a storm, baby, let me be your peace. Your protector, the enemy runs in retreat. Shout out to Sophia, born to be a steward. Bobby Hemmett and Malachi Z. York. Rod Hayes, Mama Rubber, Interstellar. Dane Calloway, Billy Carson, Young Elder. With my light codes, I'm in fight mode. For the next generation, we gon' right wrongs. Get off the merry-go, don't repeat the cycle. You in the dark cause you forgot to cut your lights on. With the lights on like Tupac, all eyes on. The usurper, trying to take my throne. I urge karma to to drown
Put
you
a
in a
topic
tight
in the
fold.
chat.
An
I'll
open
talk
book,
about a
you see what
topic in
page
the chat.
I'm on.
Whoever.
My skin's divine, I love this melanin. My DNA divine, liquid gold, I'm rich. Did you know? Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. Did you know? Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. Did you know? Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. Believing I'm a U.S. citizen is propaganda. Had to call a brother true to correct my status. We own churches, not LLCs, they can't tax us. The government and central banking, it's all collapsing. Instead of chasing bread, we run on the bank. They'll become insolvent, we bankrupt the bank. Consumers exercising power makes them afraid. The GOV works for us, we are people, man. The Iroquois Constitution is supreme law. First Babylon, now it's England and Rome's turn to fall. Put the Pope on notice, discovery, doctrine is false. At critical mass, Mother Nature gets restored. A green lantern lights my path, not a torch. At the fork in the road, you gotta choose a course. Light codes or dark secrets, what do you endorse? Me, I make you Darth Vader's feel the force. Yeah, I pray this resonates with your spirit. This is meant for everyone, not just the esoteric. Atomize it, dissect the message in my lyrics. I'm a god, how could I not love my appearance? My skin's divine, I love this melanin. My DNA divine, liquid gold, I'm rich. Did you know? Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. Did you know? Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist. Did you know? Did you know you're indigenous? Put your right hand up, now make a fist.
We going over here to my nigga Dre Cobb next. Laugh now, cry later. Power to the motherfucking people, man. Hopefully everybody good, man. Shout out to Network. Shout out to Network.
This that Nickelodeon, Mary Jane and opium, fresh from the FedEx chest, we got a load of them. Yeah, tear this shit down like depression. The moral of the story is you get the lesson. I'm colder than the weather in Nova Scotia. The flow is cold to turn down. You just like the lame dude. Get the shoulder, have these niggas swinging that Chris Rock when I pitch a boulder. My intentions was ill will. When I rap, get a pill.
I got your email. I'm going to let you know I did get your email, Brenda Clark. Much love and respect always. I got a lot going on right now, and that's why I ain't been live too much. You know, life is life in me, you know what I mean? So, all good. Hopefully you and the family good, Brenda Clark. You know, me and the family is good over here. So much love and respect to you, Brenda. I will get back with you soon. Give me a minute. Going through some personal stuff. Let's go.
I can meditate and stay connected to the earth like a mill drill. They taught you to lie to your kids with Santa. I verse in the AI now and got the answer. Don't kill yourself trying to be me with the Tana. My eagle love getting blown.
I appreciate you, Brenda. You already know, sister. Much love and respect always. Like I said, I got a lot going on right now in my life. I'm staying busy. You know what I mean? I ain't been doing too much streaming. But, you know, we will do that stream on health. We will do that stream on health. Me and the brother was bonding good that day, talking about, you know, herbs and different things that's good for the body. But, yeah, I appreciate you tapping in. You already know it's all love, Brenda, always. Each and every one of y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all support. My sister Sharon Walker, Grand Rise, peace and love and blessings. To Big Dog, Philly OG, and everyone in the chat. You already know it, Sharon. Much love and respect. Grand Rising. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's go.
Like a blammer, I'm biased to the low comprehension, cause people claim vote to get a mention. And we don't wanna hear that. Keep that over there. Gotta do better. That's if you knew better. But I don't wanna bore y'all with the talk. Back to regular schedule showgramming, executive sessions. Welcome to the upper echelon of Megatrons. And it's dangerous. Laugh now, cry later. Pin that fly shit you talk, manifest when you falling from a skyscraper. A headshot could be a mind changer. I'm just a nigga that could hustle the hustle, getting my side paper. You know it's over when the nine sprayer. Oh, we robbing everything that you got. We operate as personality, just like your chain, it got faker. But the bullets like the ice in your drink, they shot chasers. Too much talking, you going in places these cops take us. Prison is a mental design for time chambers. Procrastination is a disease for time takers. When it's war, they could never be law for line makers. Suck your head, be stupid and cross and die. Player got the full fifth, waving you down like hi hater. When your soul leave earth, you could let the sky take it, cause you thought shit was sweet. Laugh now, cry later.
Man, y'all know what it is, man.
Y'all know what it is, man.
It's getting scary for you niggas out here, man. You know y'all feeling the pressure. This network shit, this shit real, man. Ain't nothing but real shit over here, nigga. Chris Cyphers just gave y'all a dome shot.
Me the network.
Dangerous just put you niggas in a body bag. And now I'm about to bury you niggas, man. Yo, I'm back riding again. Dangerous and Cyphers, we gon' have to body him then. Yeah, these niggas done. We gon' have your whole crew on the run. This ain't a game, you niggas lame. Come and catch this flame, we ain't built the same. You niggas just like the cap of fame. The 40 will make the soul glow. Silencer on the end of the barrel, where the smoke blow. I need a heat check, Lilith from the logo. Smoke is out, you can smell my mojo. Fucking with Drake Cobbs, that's a no-no. This that big three, Boss Brown and D-Wade. Looking to let the heat spray. We pull up to your block like it's D-Day. We ain't playing, nigga, this ain't EA. We like wolves when the nigga see prey, and move like Neo when the nigga see strays. I Tyreek kill the competition, chuck the deuces, nigga, on the replay. Big cheater moving past you, nigga. I chuck the deuces on the replay. But y'all know what it is, man. Chris Cyphers, Dangerous, Trey Cobbs, man. This network shit ain't nothing but real shit over here, man. Nothing but real. You already know. Y'all knowing how we get down, Joe.
Around this motherfucker. We on our grown people shit.
Network forever, nigga.
If you ain't on your grown people shit, better keep it going. Keep it going. Shout out the network. We're going over here to my nigga Sanchez next, man. Y'all know what it is.
I'm just giving you my soul and heart. Never give you niggas my seat. Rosa Parks. We control the dark, nigga, don't provoke the sharks. We control the dark, nigga, don't provoke the sharks. What you hear are the waves that something Noah's Ark. Throwing salt, you in the game but don't know your part. This come with no strings attached like a broken heart. It come with no strings attached like a broken heart. A lot of rappers ain't telling the truth. You ask me, they punishment should be death in the booth. You ask me, they punishment should be death in the booth. Tech to the roof, silent killer dressed in a suit. Far as rappers, I only got respect for a few. How you a black leader but you get your check from a Jew? I do me, you do what other niggas tell you to do. I do me, you do what other niggas tell you to do. And I'm sick like high chew, get blessed with a flu for suppressing the truth. I put your neck in the noose. It's no debate, just real shit you can never dispute. It's no debate, just real shit you can never dispute. We infiltrating the rap game, applying force, shine a light, set fire to a dying torch. They stuff animals compared to an iron horse. Stuffed animals compared to an iron horse. I'm on the path, no deviation. In the Rego with 3 Jamaicans. I burn grass for alleviation. Cause life's shorter than abbreviations. Life's shorter than abbreviations. Young prophet, engineer with the art. I kick knowledge through the ear to the heart. I kick knowledge through the ear to the heart. Then I rip them apart and disappear in the dark. This make me feel like back in the days, immaculate ways. See my pain like the back of a slave. See my pain like the back of a slave. If hip-hop is dead, this is Lazarus' grave. The load heavy, had to carry my cross. Drown myself in liquor, let it stagger my walk. Drown myself in liquor, let it stagger my walk. Then wake up the next day trying to establish my thoughts. This a rhythm for the rejects. This is all game, no recess. Just a target and a reflex. Swisher dumpers and D-Tech. 763 parabellum for your defense. You already know the team I'm on. We up in this bitch smelling like weed cologne. They shook, they like Cleo. Ring my palms. They shook, they like Cleo. Ring my palms. Listen, homie, I'm a renegade. Where I'm from, the gun's longer than the interstate. Niggas hungry, don't end up on a dinner plate. Niggas hungry, don't end up on a dinner plate. Twisting weed in the Bible page. My lyrics hit your chest like a rifle blaze. Test the waters, get hit by a tidal wave. Test the waters, get hit by a tidal wave. Mad villain, beat 'em like bad children. See through niggas like glass ceilings. See through niggas like glass ceilings. They wait when your ass slipping in, caps peeling. Never slipping, I'm peeping the activity. When I react as a fact, I blast instantly. Now who the fuck tryna be black history? Now who the fuck tryna be black history? Just another cantation from the plantation, from yours truly to the whole damn nation. I'm running out of goddamn patience. My rhyme book's a warpad, these the rampages.
See, I could just play music and let the music talk for me. I could just play the network music and let the music talk for me. Y'all get the message in the music. We're gonna go back to back, my nigga Sanchez.
It's kind of like the sun coming over a dark cloud and shining on you with its warm rays of beneficence.
Yeah. Once again from the soul. This is my notebook. Let me rip you a page that'll make you sit back and witness the plague. Got kids pitching grenades, missing the days. Guess you can't be a star sitting in the shade. And at times, life will make you sicker than AIDS. Twisting the haze, laid out wishing you prayed. Working hard, no difference is made. In a world that'll kill you and spit in your grave. The best thing a parent can say to a child, success has no restriction for age. Or we might be another nigga twisting some braids in the penitentiary, spending some days. Bad choices, plus you know how niggas persuade. Them snakes got venomous ways. And the worst thing to a man is feeling betrayed. Head above water, still get hit with a wave. Still think of my queen, get hit with a daze. Still treat us no different than slaves. This world will take hearts and fill them with rage. Water seeds with hate and make them sit in a cage. On some bullshit. World on some bullshit. Nothing new under the sun. Shit ain't no different today. You know I can give up what your ministers say. I won't forget the past to remember the faith. As society takes souls and send them astray, then it's the hate you got trapped deep in your heart. So in these times I fall back deep in the arts, hitting colors. Got a nigga seeking the arc, sipping tea, watching devils pull people apart. I remember an old saying, reap what you sow. On your journey, stay humble and teach what you know. And this flow ain't the shit you see at the store. It's more like the damn killer that you greet at the door. Third eye be the seat of your soul. Such a beautiful earth these demons control. Gonna make shit better if I can, cause all over the world my empire stand. On some bullshit. World on some bullshit. On some bullshit. World on some bullshit. On some bullshit.
Like I said, it's an open topic. Anybody can join the link. You know, I want to talk about the hate in America. Why is America so hateful? Why is racism and mass shootings happening? And why do y'all think they targeting a certain group of people with this hate? You know, America is on fire right now. I think it was like 3 mass shootings this week. What do y'all think about those mass shootings? Do y'all think that some of them are staged? Because, you know, we got Hollywood around this motherfucker, man. They'll shoot. They've been known to shoot scenes in big cities. You know, so, or do you think all of them are real? That, like I said, there's so much hate in America. You know, what y'all think, man? Let's talk about it. Do you feel like America is filled with hate? Like I just said? Put a yes or no in the chat. That's the topic question right now. Do you feel like America is full full of people hating each other. Yes or no? You know what I mean? And like I said, all these shootings. You know, my brother Sanchez went in a couple days ago, right? You know, they basically, I'm gonna say it. Some of them is staged, some of them is real. What I think and what I've been saying for the longest, that they're trying to take away our rights and our gun rights. That's why they're having all these mass shootings because they're trying to take away our gun rights and take away our rights as human beings. That's my thoughts on, because like I said before, America never dealt with racism. It's not it's legal to be racist. So that's why I say America has never dealt with it. My brother Sanchez was going in on it a couple days ago, man. It's okay to be hateful. You know what I mean? Long as you don't put no action behind it. And that's insanity to me. How do y'all feel about it? My man Pete Moses said, yes, interesting. Yes, indeed, my bad. The world junkyard. This functionality. Let me let my brother hike up. Grand Rising hiker, much love and respect, man. Like I said, that was just the thoughts on my mind. America on fire. You know, uh, it's like the media, which I don't watch the news, but it seems like they don't cover these white shootings on white people, but they love to cover black on black crime. And we know we ain't fucking black, but they love putting that in the news, but they never put white on white crime. You know what I mean? But yeah, America, to me, is full of hate. People hating each other, no respect. You know what I mean? And it's on fire. Like I heard it was at least 3 shootings this week with snipers. So what do y'all think? Like I said, I think they're trying to. Some of it is staged. Hollywood do its thing. You know what I mean? Universal Studios, they do their thing. Video shoots, they do their thing. You know what I mean? Some of us don't want to, think some of this shit is staged. But yeah, even uh, moon launchings or when they launching to go to space, that's all staged, recorded. Every time a president go to speak, staged. So hey, that's why I played that. World on some bullshit. You know what I mean? So what's good, Hiker Grand Rounds? Give me a mic check, good brother.
Yeah, what's happening? You hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. How you doing this morning? Make you my co-host, man. Appreciate you coming over.
I was on Bourbon Street, man, the other night, man, when that shooting had happened, when that girl from Chicago got hit with a stray bullet. I was celebrating a birthday, you heard me? But like I told people, man, it's like out here, bro, it's like I don't know what's making these people not understand they got more power than just shooting each other. You know what I'm saying? I guess, back in the day when I was doing the shit, they were, into the fucking streets, that shit that was supposed to be acceptable and honored to be a glorification of a poor city that's steady flunking. Nobody don't know how to go to the city council meetings. Nobody don't know how to go talk to the mayor. Nobody don't have to file papers. You know what I'm saying? It just constantly happen. And the way I see them teaching the kids right now, or not teaching the kids right now, say, bro, you gotta see it, bro. It's like you already can imagine, you trying to help a kid out, but then you say, man, fuck them kids. Excuse my language early in the morning, but you say F them kids, and then you go out there and you go find a charity or a non-profit and you donate to them kids. you know what I'm saying, to their shelters and, get yourself participating and, taking your money out your check just to take care of homeless kids. You don't know them kids, but in your family, you know them same kids are in your family. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, it's a lot of mess, bro. And they teach each other, well, if I got this here, don't let nobody here because they going to steal it. Which I'm looking at right now. Family members have come to the point of like, if another family member doing good, they'll try and wreck it as much as they can, even with a smile if they have to. And like I say, man, for all the ones who have elevated themselves, educated themselves, done jobs, got things going for themselves, those who have saw them people started that still refuse to understand that he acts or she acts. Can they come along? You know, I mean, can you come along through educating yourself and putting a little skills under your belt? Nobody does that. They just figure like, well, you did it, you owe me something. And then if you do help them, they still think you owe them, but you don't owe nobody, brother. I hope people get together, man, because I'm looking at all the Aboriginals or whoever was representing Pan African, whoever was representing whatever you were representing. This is about to affect everybody. And I keep telling them, they laughed at me months ago talking about, oh, well, he just scream, he just like to holler. He don't have no information for the community. If you listen to every platform, what all of us, no matter if it's me or any one of the brothers or the goddess coming from any city, we all have information. It just comes out in a vulgar, hilarious way, sometimes a little disrespect, but it's still, we got a lot of people on this platform from different zip codes. How come out of all of us we haven't said, well, look, let's put us a petition together or something together where we can, see the community, see us as, we got the information, we know what we're doing. Let's see if we can put us off in front of them so we can make a step. Because once they see us making that step, they see action. Once they see action, they won't be, chasing the youngsters down like they want them youngsters for this crash out so they can keep investing in these youngsters' failure and then talking about the youngsters ain't shit, you know? I just say, man, we bigger than that, bro. And they watching us. They watching. I'm talking about those from other continents or countries, wherever they want to come from, calling themselves under that, under that certain title. You know what I'm talking about, under that title, this one, that man, and that white woman, all that dumb shit. Like I say, if they were serious, all of those that's hiding those different cultures and religions under the title white man or white woman, if you really want to change, come up from under that title. Tell people who you are. Tell people what culture you represent, what religion you come from, and then watch how America can blossom just like that. Instead of you hiding, trying to go up under some privilege, move in a certain community with helping hands or red carpet, and then when they show you how to vote through the system, you crash everything America's trying to go for through the bullshit activists got us out here marching and screaming and all this is nonsense, knowing that we could have just went up in there and filled out papers instead of looking stupid on the damn street with a damn march and a such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out my brother, original intellect in the crib, Grand Rise. Much love to you and the family, brother. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Real quick, like I said, this it seemed like these mass shooting is up, right? And like I said, America ain't trying to deal with its problem. Like I said, they hit the black community flag on the play, the Aboriginal community with the three strikes. All they got to do is tighten up on uh, if you do a hate crime, you're going to get the death sentence. Motherfuckers won't crash out, but they giving them a smack on the wrist, and that's why they keep doing it. But I mean, like I keep saying, America could have been dealt with racism, but they're covering up their racist crimes and allowing racism to spread through everywhere
Yeah, but
because they don't want to admit the crimes they done to a group of people here in America. Like I said, they could have been dealt with racism in the 70s. Like I said, if you do a racist act,
they not.
you're gonna lose your life. You're gonna lose everything. And motherfuckers will think about it before they do it because, you know, my biggest point is they ain't making it the penalty harsh enough when you put the action behind the hate. And that's what one of the topics that we talking about this morning. But
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, Ike. You got it, brother.
Yeah, they gonna like I said. I see him putting that. I see him putting action to it, but it's only working towards us because there's no way you can come over here as another culture or and you coming from another continent, and then by us not being educated on, we can change rules and make laws the way we. So now we wasn't in a political form. So these people from all these different continents, they knew that this here was possible. Just go study, and before you know it, you could control the army. You control the military of the United States. You control everything of the United States because the United States is on American land. And now you can
See,
look at
I
it right
just
now.
don't think it's just, I think they doing it to the whole world,
Yeah,
just
they
not
doing.
to America. They doing it to Africa. They
Yeah,
doing it to Ukraine. Russians is doing it. Japanese is doing it. Like I said, we see how the Chinese do their people. They don't give a fuck about their people. And that's what I think America is trying to implicate what China is doing to their people. And
yeah,
and like I said, shout out to my nigga Sanchez. A lot of people don't like him, but fuck him who don't like him. He brought out how with this drone technology, these motherfuckers, they trying to pass a bill in Congress where they can implement drones on top of in the sky so they can see a motherfucker on the roof and so-called prevent these fucking mass shootings. But it's a it's they got some bullshit behind what they do. You know what I mean? So now we're really being got got eyes on us, which we already got eyes on us. You know what I mean? Cameras everywhere, but now they can put up a drone and they can say that drone is armed and it could disable the gun. So this is technology they talking about bringing out drone technology for rooftop shooters. You can look it the fuck up. They plan on using the drone, talking about that, So, like I said, more censoring, more technology being used against us. They implementing the drones and the robots out now, and we
yeah.
still got the dirty ass cops out here. Shout out to my sister Jazz. I modded you up. You already know. No problem. Much love to you. Peace to you and the family.
As I say, man, I appreciate everybody. From
Country
y'all,
great.
whatever city y'all
Grand
in,
Rising, bro.
and bringing it to the platform because, like I say, some people don't. I talked to some people the other day, and the stuff that I was expressing it to them, they was listening to y'all the other night in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And you should see it, bro. They so stunned. You must see how the woman who think for sure I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm this, the little chink body suits on and looking cute, sexy. That's. I was sitting down in front of all of them because they got their little business running. But when they heard me speak about how politics work and how I think things is in my opinion, and just tell them they have their own opinion to analyze what I just said, man, you should see it, bro. They try to make a joke out of it, but then when they realize that it makes sense about what they serving out of some of these fast food places, and some of these young ladies are managers and shit. And they were like, well, how does this work and how does that work? And I was explaining to them, and some of them that's OBYG, the gynecologist doctors. These are like young copper colored women. And when I explained it to them, they were sitting there listening, like, man, they couldn't believe it. So now I got them to tune into some of the goddesses that's on here, because if they don't want to listen to the man, because that's what a lot of women are out here saying now. Even much the mothers are secretly telling women, yeah, girl, if you do it without a man, you don't need that shit. And congratulations, you went all these years. Your children are successful in college, or your children are in the military. Girl, you did it all without a man. Well, who was the guy she was messing with? You know, when she did needed somebody to get to the pressure point she was going through. Eventually, you don't get credit. And I'm telling why would women push this here narrative when you know damn well masculinity
They
is
definitely
what a
pushing that
man needs.
narrative, brother.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you saying the hate. Look at the hate, bro. We actually saying, well, women, a lot of women, the ones who want respect, who know that they can get it off the man, they getting it, you know what I'm saying? But the ones who don't, they are actually out here using the women who are tired of the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, coming around them saying, well, men, but it's not about the men. It's about the politicians, the way the things are coming into the community. Because the first person that, if you have a child, is they doing it so the woman can be saying something. If she don't know that it's going down, if you tell her, you think a woman gonna fall for you taking her child to a school amongst these pedophiles just to take their cell phones away from them in the middle of the class so you don't see illegals? And just in case of America, kids do raise their phone in the classroom, they won't be able to recognize the face of an illegal. Because I told you, once they told us facial recognition, excuse my language, I'm gonna change it again, the energy. They gave us a device. The device can be used to open through your voice, your hand, or your facial recognition. Now, if they program that into every AI, digital drone, a digital building, whatever it is, with your credit scores and all this other nonsense, how you think you're gonna be? How you think you're gonna feed yourself? Like I told you, they already telling you can't farm, you can't do nothing. But that's what they saying. Now, who's going to continue believing in what these people are telling you? Then, watching your kids going through the nonsense. And then if we pass away, when we do pass on, the kids going to grow up and be like, what the fuck they did? Why is this like this? You know what I'm saying? Like California. California just said, if you know somebody kid and a person want to pull up and take your kid, they can take your kid out of a school with no problem. That's what the governor is pushing for. He wants these people to be like, if your kid on the internet playing video games and these Oculus and all this other shit and make a friend on the internet, and next thing you know, that friend shows up at that school, want to get your kid out of school in California, they gonna allow it. And then I told you in Canada and in the UK, they just passed a bill for 2022 to stop anal rape of young boys under 18 because it's so high in the UK and in Canada. And right now you have a lot of people, I'm gonna just say allegedly, you have a lot of people, to what I've been studying, at the Canada border, move close to the Canada border. They're waiting on a certain bill pass so all of them can run their pedophile ass here. And who runs it first? Hamas, man. Israel, bro. That's why they here. People can say what they want. These people are dodging that pedophilia thing so bad. So if they was to create it, they going back over there. So guess what hate did? Hate on me. I don't hate on you. I just want to see you with it to make sure when I come into your city, I'm protected. The cops ain't pulling me over, making bogus tickets, just so the judge them can eat. And then, people can live off of things that you supposed to be living off. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing with yourself because you so busy trying to bring the next man down or the next woman down, but they trying to bring everybody down to a 1 billion person in operation of their contracts that they're trying to do. Bill Gates, he said he's trying to bring it to 1 billion. That's it. Once he get to a billion or under a billion people, you know what I'm saying, what they're afraid of. That's what I'm saying. What they're afraid of. What he's trying to bring it to a billion for. I think when you say Jesus Christ, all this Moses stuff, how come we don't look for Jesus Christ over these ice walls that we keep studying? Or these so-called pyramids and all this other shit. Where is this nigga? I'm say, bro. There's a lot of hate going on. I got a lot of brothers and guys on these internets coming from TikTok to YouTube to whatever. These guys are smart. You know what I'm saying? These guys are smart. I give them their credit. I'm not trying to bring them down. I just hope for sure that one day everybody that say, well, I mess with this one, I mess with that one, let's all get each other subscribe shit on and let's talk this shit on one big platform. But give each other that whole week. I can imagine that whole week, every day we just going at it. One platform, everybody from different topics with the same topics. We crash that platform. Say, bro, we got the people. We got a couple of people. As far as everybody talking about, we sue that. Man, look, that's on you, son. That's on you to take your comprehension the way you want to take it. Talking about it's all an illusion. Okay, that's on you too, because an illusion, I see people reacting to the illusion and they are living it out hatefully, or some of them are smiling because it's going down. Fuck them niggas, fuck them people. Well, all right, I feel you, homie. Like I told you, I can't be that way. I was taught a different way, and that way was taught to be a fucking slave. Mean work hard, uh, think you're gonna get a pension, you know what I'm saying? Invest into shit. What you can do, what you can, a lot of people have successfully done. But that means they cracked the code to this United States bullshit. And then now the ones who couldn't crack the code because their people was taught this way, we are waking up to it now and we trying to show people, man, we don't want to feel like this here. You know what I'm saying? To work 2 weeks at a job just for $390. 2 weeks at a job. Come on, man. Who lives off of that type of shit, bro? You know what I'm saying? How can a person afford something like that? You know what I'm saying? Well, get 2 jobs, get 3 jobs. Yeah, they can. But the the school system has taught these young kids nothing. Nothing, man. And then when it comes to the parents, look what we did. You know what I'm saying? We ran to the streets too, bro. So it's not, like I said, we not trying to assault nobody now. Not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying in every city, different trends. You guys and goddesses, y'all are the best, man. Y'all are the greatest. I honor y'all because I see it took y'all to come on this internet, a public platform or private, whether you gonna get banned, whether you gonna get arrested, whatever. You drop your nuts, and now the information you have brung out. Look at the people that subscribe to y'all. They believe in you because they believe in themselves. And if we start believing in each other like that, brother, hate shit, it's gonna crash. We gonna talk and say things because traditionally, we were taught to be different from different cities. Like our city's trends is better than other one trends, and or our city crimes are better than other city crimes. Or our poorness, our impoverished neighborhoods are better than and we honoring that shit. Nigga, I remember my hood. Wait a minute. I could sit by if I was a politician, sit back and watch a popcorn show all day, but among some people with great intellect from different cities and different communities. I don't say neighborhood because I know what that shit means too. But like I say, for right now, they can call it hate. They can go ahead with the little, like cute hating and I don't believe in this and trying to tag and keep up with the distractions. But the information and the energy and the frequency still stands what it stands for. You know what I'm saying? You are some bad, smart motherfuckers. And people want to take you down with any way they can. Medicines, foods, water, deodorant, anything. So if they didn't thought you was a bad motherfucker, they wouldn't have all these poisons around you. They wouldn't have all these controlling your frequencies, trying to do everything. I know you're bad, but I'm not trying to hate on you. I just like the information you got, and I'm using it. Sorry for the inconvenience, but you motherfuckers are worth this. Whatever they tried, that's what they're telling each other. They're worth trying to harm you because you are the case of America. I can't get rid of you motherfuckers. And I want something you have dealing with the resources. We know it's all for you, but at the same time, we want you motherfuckers out the way. That's the only way I can sell it to the world internationally. But you Americans are just in the way. So I got to teach y'all to hate among each other, knowing your grandmother went through, she can't cook for 6 kids. She tried to cook for 6 kids, keep the house warm for 6 kids or 7 kids, whatever we did for to survive in America. Now it's here again. This time they're telling us, we have done dirt to you all. We're going to go into a digital world,
So
feed the
black,
algorithm, and
Grand
hide
Rising.
from you all. Why would you want to hide from an American if you claim that you want to see America great? Build a
Change
digital,
money, Grand Rising.
build a digital everything, and then turn around and hide behind this digital platform and tell people, well, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And once we start monitoring it and it's up and running, it crypto will be the best next thing coming. Well, I thought the Federal Reserve note was the best thing that came.
Hey, shout out to Family Bronze. And real quick, because I know my brother Enemies Public got, tap in Grand Rising Enemies Public. How you
Right,
doing this morning,
right.
brother? Much love to you and the family, man.
We on the platform.
Peace.
Salute, enemy public, man. Salute, man. I like the
Salute.
bills, bro. I like everything you be coming with. I'm subscribed up to you, big brother. Keep up the good work, and I hope I can keep on getting some more information to bring on to my people so I can feed the ant pile.
Yes, sir, brother. I like what you talking about right about now. So,
Right,
everything you're saying resonates. You know,
right, man.
they work night and day to keep us going at each other. A lot of us
We need to recognize what they're doing. Once we recognize what they're really afraid of, us recognizing what they're doing.
Right.
Because if have tricks on top of tricks that they're trying to keep us going at each other, using these propaganda machines, every trick, they've tried everything to keep us down, to suppress us, but we just not that type of people that stay down. And that's why they're really tired, brother. You
Right.
know, they have black fatigue. That's what black fatigue's about. They're
Right.
tired because they've tried everything and just can't do it.
Talk that shit.
Can't keep us down. They can't keep us down. If it wasn't for us, just imagine how this place would look if it wasn't for us.
Right. Right.
People say they're great, but they don't display no greatness. We do it effortless.
Right.
It don't take much effort for us to show any type of greatness. I don't care on what level. It don't take much for us. A lot of
Right.
these things that they attempt to do, we do it naturally. It's naturally. We see something now it'd be better this way. If we didn't invent it, we improved it. If we
Right.
didn't invent it at all, we improved it. Everything.
Facts.
You know, but our people, we need to just, I'm going to keep stating this: close the ranks, keep it tight, airtight. It's like a locked door: nobody in, nobody out. We can't be inclusive, because when we're inclusive, that's when the infiltrators come in. We have to be mindful of those who are around us, because the obvious can't infiltrate our group, our people. The obvious, but their biggest trick is using somebody who look just like us to infiltrate what we're trying and come between what we're trying to do as a people.
So.
And we need to be more serious about how we handle that. See, when somebody know that there's no consequence for selling our people out, like an infiltration and selling our people out, being a stool pigeon for our enemy, if they know emphatically that there's a consequence for that, they more than likely wouldn't do it.
Right.
We cannot be afraid to punish those who sell us out. We can't be afraid to punish them. That's the main problem. When you see like the Hodge twins and anybody else, Brandon Tatum's and all these people out here, it's because they don't fear no consequence. If they knew there was a consequence, I guarantee you they're gonna be subservient to those who are funding them.
Facts.
Guarantee you, they're not going to cross them. Why? Because there's a consequence for them crossing them. There got to be consequences for anybody who hinders our progress. We don't care who it is. If you hinder our progress, you come between what we're trying to do as a people, we're gonna fold your arms. That's it.
Right.
You
That's
come
all.
in, and you try to do damage, we're gonna send you back different.
Yeah, enemy
As a
public.
message to them.
Real
Yes, sir,
quick,
brother.
brother. You brought up, this, that topic you just brought up, these politicians, you know, uh, we know they working for, they're taking money from Israel, and they're not going to do anything for the people. Like you said, they need to be like removed. If
Exactly.
taken out of office, whatever. But you know what I mean. But all of them, or I'm gonna say the majority, is taking money for Israel. So that's why they ain't doing nothing for the people, because they got their loyalty to the black hats, the
Exactly. I
Jews. You
mean,
know what I mean?
and
So
guess what? But guess what, brother? That same money that they're taking was sent to them by us. That's our taxpayers' money, and then they'll, in return, pay off a
yeah,
politician,
yeah. Pay off, bribe all the politicians,
or,
because
or, or they'll bribe,
I
some
would say
somebody and make people. They'll make people.
out of
They
100%,
literally made that dude.
80% may have already been corrupted 20% may not have been bribed yet. You know, that's how
You're
bad
corrupted
the
and compromised.
yes, these politicians are. Like I said, we know for a fact that they're taking money from, APAC or Israel, whatever you want to call it. You know, and basically, not doing anything for the people, but making sure they back Israel at all costs. It's
Brother,
insanity to me.
these senators and congressmen, they're not making a lot of money unless they are part of a lobby. Or they don't, or they're not getting paid unless
Hey,
they are
shout out to
part of a
Kels too.
lobby.
Kels, I
Somebody is
see
paying them off.
holistic
They don't.
royal
They don't get
by
paid.
Kels. Welcome.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid like that. That's why lobbyists go to them, and that's their man. They pay that person off, and that's their man. Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries took money from APAC. Both of them. Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries just signed on, among others, signed on to have this Charlie Kirk Day. They signed on for that. It shows you how phony they are. They'll talk about how the man's a racist, but then they will honor him with a day.
Exactly.
They'll honor him. They're so damn phony. That's why I'm not into politics, because you know why? You're not going to play with me.
Right.
You're not going to play with me and telling me all kinds of nonsense, and then you go contrary to it. And it's supposed to be consequences for them too.
Yeah, I
It's
got
supposed to
some.
have consequences. They're not supposed to do that and be able to remain in that damn office.
That's what I was saying. Exactly. That's the point I was trying to.
They're
They're
supposed to remain
taking,
in their office.
yeah, yeah. They're taking bribes from Israel, getting money from Israel, and the corporation is okay with it because the corporation is feeding Israel, protecting them. And that's another thing. They have passports, and they have Israel and the United States, two countries. They so if they get in trouble here with that pedophilia and
Exactly.
shit, they can go to Israel
Exactly.
and it's they can't be charged, or
Prosecute.
America
Right.
ain't
Right.
going and
Exactly.
getting them.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So that shit crazy. Haru, what's good, man?
That's what they
Appreciate
do, brother.
everybody, man.
They would flee when they
Yeah,
get in trouble. They will flee to Israel,
yeah, yeah.
where Israel will protect them.
In the United States over there, in the United States ain't saying shit to them, but they supposed to be going after these peas and all this other shit and all.
They're
But
not going after nobody, brother. I mean,
but yeah, we were
especially
just
with
showing the corruption of these politicians taking money from Israel.
they're not going. They're not
Y'all
going to
got
go.
it.
And you see how they're hiding the Epstein files. They're hiding all that, bro. And and what Donald Trump did was put everybody in position that he can control. And if you don't do what he tell you, you don't suppress the evidence, you're gonna be gone. He got this Indian dude who's an FBI agent, Cash Patel. He got him in office now, and Cash Patel is just towing the damn line, bro. That's what he's doing.
Is a
Hmm.
puppet.
He won't
That's what
even.
they
He
all
won't
do.
even.
That's what they've been
He won't
doing.
even.
Shout
Exactly.
out
He
to
won't
Prettiest
even
Eyes.
answer
Much love,
direct. He
Prettiest
won't
Eyes.
even.
Good seeing you, Sister Grand Rise.
He
Much
won't
love to you
even
and the family.
answer a question that he won't even answer a yes or no question. He'll say more instead of just saying yes or no. He'll dance around any question that's asked
I
about,
totally
especially
agree.
about those Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there, his constituents asking him questions. He will not answer the questions. He said he don't even know some of the case law. How are you? How did you be a public defender and end up being the FBI director? They named some of his credentials, and it doesn't suggest that he have any type of knowledge about being a supervisor. The director, he's the director. But Donald Trump wants to get rid of DEI. But look what the people he put in office. incompetent, unqualified ass people. Everywhere.
Hey, shout out
Everywhere.
my brother Charles Johnson. I totally agree, brother. Charles Johnson, Grand Rising, much love to you and the family, man.
On top of his ass being incompetent himself, on top of him being incompetent as the president. Everything he did has failed and backfired on him, but he'll take the credit for the local government for what the local government did. He'll take that credit. But he does nothing. Everything he attempts to do backfire and fails. Sending the National Guard in our communities, but your community is getting shot the hell up. White boys killing cops, shooting up cops. But you don't want to discuss your violence. You want to talk about what we do.
Big facts,
As if
brother.
as
Big
if
facts.
as if you care that we kill each other and we die. You don't care about us killing each other. No, you want a showdown. You want a showdown with the United States military and the people, not knowing, not paying attention that when you send the United States military into these communities, these cities, these people got families. They're not gonna kill their own damn family for you.
Shit.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the United States military gonna tell Trump to go fuck himself real soon. Watch.
But see, they can
The
tell.
real tyrants are the police. Those are real tyrants.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Those are the real tyrants.
yeah, but if they're the real tyrants, I still say when the police bring a person into for booking, the other police is allowing the shit to happen when they can just supersede the shit and say, nah, man, how did this person what did you do for to get this person in his handcuffs? What
I
happened to
totally
somebody
agree,
sitting at the
Hikey,
bottom?
but
You're
they
right,
ain't
bro.
doing it.
You're
Hold
right,
on, I
bro.
got you.
You're
They
right,
ain't
bro.
doing it because there's corrupt and it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I'm
business
saying
locking us the fuck up. And
I'm saying once
you
they
know, they all
realize that they're
corrupt.
pawns. I'm saying in the future, once they realize they're pawns and they're being used, game's over.
Yeah, they gonna yeah. But
Game's over then.
but some of the police
But you're
departments,
right though, brother, in your sentiment. You're right. Because it's in their departmental policy that they're supposed to intervene when they see another cop out of line.
bring
I only
somebody
seen
in.
3 people do that. I only seen 3 people do that, and they were female cops,
Right.
females, and they were punished for doing it. But
Yeah.
it says your departmental policy all over the United States, you're supposed to intervene if a cop is acting unbecoming of an officer. Supposed
Right.
to intervene. I seen
But
women pull cops. I seen women pull a sergeant off a dude. He chokes her and she gets in trouble. He ended up getting fired in the long run. A sister in Patterson, New Jersey, pulled the crack off her brother. He chokes her and punched her in the face. She gets fired and lose her pension. And it took 15 years for her to get her pension after they fired her. They finally gave it to her last year.
right now, who gave them other officers that authority to do that to that woman, and who else was in that building to make sure it stayed that way until 15 years passed, knowing it was a violation when it first happened?
The judges,
Exactly.
all above. We know the whole system
Everybody,
is set up.
the top brass of the police
Hmm.
department and the city government made sure that lady was in agony, punished her, made an example of her. What will happen if you supersede your chain of command, even if you're right?
It's sad.
Same way they do it in the military. You don't break your chain of command. You do that, you basically screwed yourself. They can take your livelihood. Same way they trying to do. You know, same way they doing with the police, cops. You go against us, we're gonna take away your pension.
Man,
Brother, OG, I'm gonna send you something that we need to talk about on our next corrupt to the core segment.
Yes, sir.
We gotta set one of those. I'm gonna send you all those videos, all the body cam footage for what happened in my city. I got
Okay.
some new body cam footage of how they, after they shot that elder woman, after they shot her, they cuffed her and they dragged her about 20 feet down the hall, dragged her while she was bleeding out. I have all that
And,
body cam
and
footage.
let me say this real quick, enemies public, real quick, brother and hiker. You know, we know that the police took training over in Israel. So we know the corporation and the police force, you know, that in that training that they take over Israel for the cops to take, the police, basically we already know how Israel feel about us. You see what
Do
I'm
you
saying? So
remember?
that
You
training
remember
is going to be specifically about us, not policing the
definitely.
rest of the people, but policing us.
Exactly. Exactly. Remember what the Israeli the Israeli not the prime minister, the representative, the Israeli affairs secretary said that the number one threat to Israel are the young black youth
Yeah, they
in
just
America.
said that recently. So I put it
You know what I'm
together like,
saying?
damn, they sending the police over there, training the police. Who are they training the police for
And
over in America?
also,
And my other question is real quick. Why is police getting training over in Israel?
brother, they came over here. They was down in Atlantic City. Remember the stream that I did a few months ago where they had all the cops from all over and they was in those and they was training them how to be abusive tactics, choke all kind of choke holds. And I did a stream a few months ago where they had training where certain members of police departments was going to these seminars, and those were Israelis here in the United States training. They wasn't going there. They were going there also. But in addition to that, they was in Atlantic City, New Jersey, getting some of that training on how to deal with when you see some of these cops and they got masks on, believe they're from Israel. That's why
Hey,
California banned ICE and all the police officers from wearing masks. No,
shout
you gotta
out to
show your face.
Clayco Ant. Sponsor day one, Clayco Ant. Grand Rise, much love to you and the family. Yeah, because basically that mask shit was allowed because of the pandemic that they did. They tried to make it okay for wearing a mask. No, it ain't okay for wearing no
That's how
fucking
they
mask.
ushered it
You're
in, though.
blocking your breath from coming out.
Yep.
And
Supposed to
also
come out freely.
that's how they ushered that in, wearing the mask.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
they ushered it in that way. We have to understand when they want to introduce something that we accept to our detriment, they introduce it to us as something new and innovative. And you accept your detriment, you know, because they shine it up, make it look like something that we could actually use, make it like it's essential or something. You know, they've always had like you can go to Google Sky Map Live now. You can see what's going on actually now. There's apps. There's you can just type in a city and you can see all around that city on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like
But
I
those
say,
drones they're talking about gonna have guns on them.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
but that's what I.
And basically, I give it to you right now, real quick. And basically, what they, because of these mass shootings or these rooftop shootings, shout out my nigga Sanchez for going in on that. Go ahead, Hiker, you
But
got it, bro.
but the thing is though, they're not going to be in white neighborhoods because they're the one doing the mass shootings for the most part.
Exactly.
They're going to put them in our communities, not
Our
their
communities.
communities.
Exactly. Shout out my brother Jaguar, Grand Rising. Much love to you and the family. Go ahead, Hiker. I think Hiker wanted to say something. Go ahead, Hiker.
Nah, man, I'm just saying, brother. Like I say, every city, every trend, and you have a lot of smart brothers and sisters that are really waking up to the information. That's scaring people because we need to invest into their youngsters from these inner cities because these inner city youngsters are just not listening. But at the same time, if we just sit down and talk to our inner city youngsters, then watch what they do because the youngsters are really like saying, why we have to do this here? Why is this and that? And then we were to start saying, look, this is another thing you can go to and you can try it this way. But at the same time, it's like they want to blow back at each other, blow back at, like they seeing it on the internet. They following whatever they can see. The moment they see that this information can bring them into a financial stability of generational wealth or just having a legacy of you standing up for something, See, bro, they gonna do it because I'm talking to them now. I'm talking to them now. I'm just trying to get them to understand. You guys are from different cities. You girls are from different cities, or you ladies are from different cities. You men are from different cities. But y'all still have an intellect that can help them step over the line and stop the bullshit with the traditional shit that people scared them with the fear mongering of going forward or fighting for something they believe in political standpoints or not. Because right now they tired, bro. But look, I'm seeing them. They laying on the ground, youngsters, bro, homeless, young men laying on the ground. And I'm like, say, bro, and I'm looking up, how old you is? 19. What? How you 17? You what? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all get like this? Man, they don't give us no jobs. Then I said, well, let me show y'all what y'all can do. You know what I'm saying? You got a skill, go turn and get you must need a phone to be on. Just have a Wi-Fi, a hotspot. Go there and monitorize yourself through TikTok. I'm trying to show them anywhere just to not lay on that ground and be stuck on this what that shit is, that 2K shit. That's what they smoking. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong, bro? I'm talking about, see, bro, it's everywhere. Youngsters are trying it, but they're afraid to embarrass me. Like if somebody say no, I don't want no job, they're embarrassed to hit that no. And when they hit that no, the first thing is, man, I'm going to get my gun. I'm going to get my gun. I'm like, nah, dog, let me show you something else. And when I was, like I told you, I talked to him. I've been here. And I think I got a job to do today, Monday. I'm going over here to the city council meeting in New Orleans. And I want to see what's really going on, bro. Because right now, people think that them people have power over them. The police over there arresting people in city council meetings, making them think that they have power over the people. And people, you know what I'm saying? And then a preacher, instead of him just going and tell the police, look, man, you know you have no power. He just, well, let's get together and pray together, y'all. We gonna pray for him.
Hey, shout out real quick. Shout out Prophet Levi, day one sponsor, man. Get y'all bibblers, man. Shout out Prophet Levi, my brother in the
Big
chat,
brother,
man.
big brother, I have to go now. I'm
Appreciate you,
going into the
brother. You know,
job right now.
always love and
Yes, sir.
respect, man. I
Well,
already know.
I'm gonna
Enjoy
be on
always
your
your
love and
day, man.
respect.
platform.
Like I said, I'll
I'll
get
give
with
you a
you
call
later
later,
and we'll
brother.
talk about that. We can do it whenever,
Indeed.
set it up whenever your schedule is ready, man.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right,
Keep
my
it.
brothers. Peace.
And
Pleasure's
real
mine,
quick,
brother.
before you go, talk about your white book, please.
Oh yeah, I have it with me. Matter of fact,
Right.
'cause I'm gonna start reading some of it on my break. We got Fire 2, the finale. Fire
Right.
2, the finale is out. Go to Amazon, go to books. Angela King James, Fire 2, the finale is out now. I don't have the Fire 1 book with me, but because I read that one about a year ago. But this is Fire 2, the finale. It's a good read. Go to Amazon. You can get it on paperback. You can get it on Kindle. Fire 2, the finale.
Also take it for the audio. I want for audio because the audio gonna make people listen to some good stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
It's on that
appreciate you
too.
letting me
It's it's on,
public.
it's on
You
audio
already
books
know,
too.
brother.
Also, it's on
Let's get it.
audio books also. So
Let's
you can
get it.
get your copy of Fire to the finale.
Let's get it. I like it. I love it. Right.
Yes, sir, my brothers.
Get y'all
Peace
a
and
copy
power.
of Fire too. But like I said, hit me later, Enemies Public. We'll definitely set that up. The corrupt to the
Yes, sir.
core.
Peace.
Appreciate you tapping in. Much love to you and the family. Collect 73. What's good? Grand Rising. Much love. Haru, Jaguar, Jazz. Pretty as eyes. Prophet Levi, get y'all bibblers, man. Put your email in the chat, Prophet Levi. Get y'all bibblers, man. Bibbler gang all day, man. The network, we networking. Everybody also sub up to everybody channels, man. Please. That's a part of networking. That's what we do over here. We networking over this, John, man. My brother Texas, you already know, man. Yeah, that's, the police force shouldn't be trained by another country that ain't controlling
See,
America. Why are the Jews training the police force
right. I
when we
see.
got our own military that can train them?
Man, you right. And I just think, OG, you did say, but I did read up on something like that where all the police officers of a United States corporation was going to Israel and learning tactics to come back here. And they stayed there on a vacation using taxpayers' dollars just to go
Uh-huh.
do it.
Yeah.
And now, oh,
And that's my biggest thing that I always talk about. Trump, not that I voted or ever gonna vote. I'm not for voting. No vote 2028. But my point is, You know, what they saying? They said they were going to drain the swamp. If you drain in the swamp, why don't you get rid of these corrupt politicians that we know is connected to Israel? If you're going to drain the swamp, why don't you get rid of these dirty cops killing people for no reason and getting away with it? Why you ain't tightening up on, instead of tightening up on crime, why don't you tighten up on the
Team.
police force? These these politicians taking bribes to Israel because you ain't trying to clean the swamp. You just getting your pockets fat, Trump. You know what I mean? So, I see the lies through these politicians. The Republicans ain't shit. The Republicans is pushing that gay shit, the transhumanism, the gay rights. The Republicans basically, is pushing, both of them pushing hate. That's why I said I don't have a problem with a white person shooting a white person, white on white crime. But you know what I mean? But when they stage that crime to take away our gun rights and our human rights, you know what I mean? They gave police dog more rights than goddamn a human being. That's why, like, let me say this, right? I love animals, right? I'm not an animal hater. But these people that put the dog in front of the us. The dog got more rights
The
than the
man, the woman.
fucking nigger or the black person. And
Right.
that's how I feel. And it's fucked up. Because why I say that, right? The homeless population in America, rapid. They're building dog shelters, animal shelters. They ain't building no shelters for no fucking humans. You know what I mean? That's why I said, like, I don't hate animals, but animals ain't living in my motherfucking house. I don't have house animals. I ain't domesticated no animal. I don't want no animal living in my house. I only have humans living in my house. An animal can't come in my crib. It can guard my backyard. It can be outside. Even cat. I don't play that. No animals in my house. We done we done got to love the animals more than we love each other. I don't love animals. They got a job. Like I said, I don't live with animals. Never have. A dog can't stay in the same house. He got to be outside. I'm the one that pay the bills over this motherfucker. So what I want to talk about real quick is us loving animals more than we loving each other. We got more hate for each other and love our animals. That's backwards. They got us backwards. And I ain't saying fuck the animals. No, I ain't saying that. But I'm saying the animal ain't living in my motherfucking house. That's my rules of my house. No animals in my house. They can be outside. Their job is outside. Guard dog. Let me know if somebody coming. Same thing with the cat. Cat job is to keep the rodents out and the snakes outside. I don't even have a cat in my house. I don't play no animals now. Like I said, I feel like this system has more empathy for the animals. Like I said, show me what I can show you where they're building animal shelters. They were building before they were building these smart cities, they were building animal shelters in every neighborhood. And homelessness is on the rise, not just veterans. Homelessness, period. They wasn't building shelters. So, it's like we didn't love the animal more than we love the dog and the cat, more than we love each other. And that's mind blowing to me. That's mind blowing, man. Like I said, I love animals, but they can't live in my house. They can be outside doing their job. But, just my thoughts. You know what I mean? Just my thoughts. Grand
Yeah,
Rising.
man. Salute to the chat. Everybody in the chat, man, has got love for y'all. They just, like I said, they trying their best to get at y'all, but they can't. Remember, if anybody can do, like I said, this just imagine every city you're in, community you're coming from, people actually doing this here every day trying to lower the frequencies, bad foods, bad rain, bad mosquitoes. They create everything just to that. What makes them do this is that means either pure hate or somebody knows something about you that they don't want to express because they know at the moment you find out, I think some of the pyramids and some of these things that they are trying, your blood may be tapped to these greatness. And I just think levitation is there in your body. I just know for sure, electric somewhere you can do something with that ether, and they know it. That's why they're just trying to pause and you stay throwing things at just straight distractions. But if there is an ice wall, which I think it is, I know for sure. But I still say, what's on the other side of that? What religion is on the other side of that? What survival tactic is on the other side of that? Instead of just standing at one spot saying, we this and we that. Man, we got to be some bad motherfuckers, bro. They
Hey,
doing everything they can to not let us see none of this. And we amongst each other going against, well, I'm this, I'm religion that, I'm that, this, that. Okay, different cities, different topics. But what is the point? Can you feed your family in the next 6 months? Do you have your family on some nutritious and minerals that that can make them procreate for the future, so we can be sustainable in the future? You know what I'm saying? What is the outcome? They say, well, I ain't worrying about them. I'm worrying about me because I've got mines now. That's on them what they do, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because some kids don't ask, and none of the kids that asked to be here. Some of them may have was planned to be here, but right now, at this moment in time, y'all got to be something extraordinary, bro. I'm talking about extraordinary, bad to where they know it. And if they let this here
Joining us on 11 Live News at 6, that means join us
go,
now. CW.
gotcha. And I love it for y'all, but that's what I'm saying is keep going. Bring the information from different. I might talk shit, man. We gonna, hear people talking shit, bro. But
hey, real quick, shout out Soul Brother. Much love and respect to my Soul Brother, Great Lakes. I
right,
was
man.
playing your video, man, cracking the fuck up at you, man. The
Yeah,
white people, Stockholm Syndrome. That's one of my favorite videos, man. Keep doing your thing, Soul Brother. Had me cracking the fuck up.
and
But yeah, I'm with you, hiker. You know what I mean? A
I'm with
lot going
you.
on. What you just talk about the ice wall and other topics. You
Now
know
the
what I
hate,
mean?
but you saying like the hate situation, like the brothers.
Yeah.
I'm saying we all coming from different cities, different communities, and the wisdom, and the comprehension is there. But those who really want to see it, say, bro, I'm telling you, we can create a badge, an Aboriginal American protected land badge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we protect everything with that, man, and make our own force. Those who want to violate the Constitution, remember that's if that belongs to us situation. We use that therefore to go after all those who want to continue on signing on to this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? To take, go into these communities, turn them into ragtag just so you can buy the Metropolitan and then change it for somebody else and talking about we changing it for generation or what they call that shit? We regentification. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We losing, bro. And I'm talking about our mothers. We watching our mothers work hard, saying we love our mothers, but there's no fight for it. We watching our kids say we're losing, but there's no fight and no action behind it. And all it takes is somebody to stand into the city council meetings or the city hall or state buildings, you know what I'm saying, or the attorney general, and let them know, man, you got some police out here that's just taking an oath just to just take things from people, messing up people's lives just by, because I can. You say you pull me over for a traffic ticket, but how come you pull me over for a traffic ticket, then it leads to you going into my vehicle? I don't care if I did sign up to DMV for to do business with you all. That don't give you right to say you pull me over for improper lane change, but then next thing you digging in my car, bringing on one of these kids, one of these old rigged up ass dogs, and make the dog hit off the car just so you can run through people's shit, mess up people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the right to go file paperwork to do the same thing to them. But then when we do it, it's like, man, you bitch ass nigga, you snitch. No, bruh. It's this the way it is. They playing paperwork and we just walk around talking about what our family told us. You see what I'm saying? Fuck what our family told us. Put that paperwork down and make them stand firm because you took an oath, to protect. And far as the ones that's running to other countries just to come here, oh, they out here. I told you I ran into a few guys with that turban on their head and say, bro, It's funny to watch a police jump out the car with all the hair sticking out his chest, all on his arms, and big ass fucking nose. You know what I'm saying? To my, what the problem? I said, what the problem? You know what I'm saying? Big Russian niggas and shit. You know, I'm like, what the fuck going on? And I'm talking about they out here big, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just know for sure their investment is you niggas or you American black people or whatever you want to call yourself. That's their investment. Keep you under that fear mongering shit. So when other cultures come here, they can go ahead and get jobs and scare you into paying for their bills, paying for their this and paying for that debt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I look at it as, in my opinion. But you know, y'all got it. Y'all
Man, you
got it.
good, brother. Grand Rising, man. I appreciate everybody tapped in. We're gonna do a quick little tap in. I see my brother Big Aboriginal Power live, so I'm gonna end this John. He talking about was Erica Kirk really ready to rally up the good old boys for Charlie Kirk? Matter of fact, let's dual stream what my brother Aboriginal Power talking about real quick. Cause like I said, I like talking about, white on white crime when they killing each other. Hey, I'm sitting back, put one in there, smoking me a blunt.
But OG, check this out though. I not to cut your energy
Go
before you
ahead,
switch
brother.
over before you switch to Big Bap.
So,
I
want cheese.
Erica Kirk say, bro, I done a study on the lady,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like she trying to hide that monstrous weight through that smile because they got, people that still looking for their kids over there in Africa through her non-profit organization. These people, kids are missing and been missing. So eventually, like, she had to shut that down because they wasn't funding it no more. But she became a millionaire through that organization and through her modeling and stuff like that for Trump back in the days. But still,
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling everybody, these people have used that Me Too, started with that Me Too stuff, Black Lives Matter. Now they trying to come and say, well, this is going to be the woman, since Kamala Harris couldn't be the woman. This is going to be the woman. Gold hair, blue eyes, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever she trying to rile up the good old boys, but at the same time, them people should see through that shit, man. If they don't see through that shit, they be like, man, you trying to start some shit. Get your stupid ass out the way. That bullshit. You and Trump, man. Shut that shit down. And tell people what you used to do with them damn kids over there in Africa when you had the non-profit organization, instead of just trying to talk about, oh, we gonna get the people. Man, stop it, bro. American people are not falling for this nonsense. We are too smart, and whatever you trying for to distract us, it ain't gonna work this time. You have to come with something else. It's not working. There you go, G's. I land that. You remember, get that Big Bap, man. If you're going to end this, salute to the chat. Appreciate y'all from coming over. I told you, y'all city is the best thing because it has y'all in there. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? It has y'all evolved in there. The city ain't shit without it. You know what I'm saying? And many more people that's waking up to it, they have them people there. That makes the city the shit because news reporters don't know the trends until they get into you all business. You know what I'm saying? Take care, copper color Americans. Love y'all, Aborigines.
Love you too, brother Hike. Appreciate you, man. Like I
Yes,
said,
sir.
I'm gonna play with Bat playing for a little bit, then I'm gonna shut it down, man.
ATF.
We
Most people
do
coming here
streaming
from
with Bat playing, Big Aboriginal Power, man. He talked about was Erica Kelly really trying to rally up the
That's
good old
exactly what
boys
it
for
is. It's
Charlie Kirk?
speculation, and we won't come to those types of conclusions for some time.
Do you know if there's any connection between the suspect and the
Retaliation.
church or its members? Any prior connection?
Again, part of the investigation, we're not going to speculate at this
Shout out
time.
my
Right now,
nigga
we are working
Big
tirelessly to
Aboriginal
recover the
Power.
victims of this incident and reunite families. Please be patient as we work through that process.
Were the law enforcement officers there close to the scene and how they were able to respond so quickly within just seconds?
Thankfully, yes.
You mentioned there were additional bomb threats. Is there anywhere that the community should be aware of?
The community should remain vigilant, and anytime they see something suspicious, they should report it immediately.
There's at least one other report that a local church was searched by the bomb squad.
We've searched multiple churches this evening for bomb threat protocol. Yes.
Is that based on actual threats?
Yes.
Okay.
We received 911 calls about bomb threats or other indications that there was a bomb at a different location. Some of them were churches, and we've responded and cleared those locations.
Did those threats come after the suspect was killed?
Hey, shout out my brother Jeezy,
Yes.
Schuylkill, River Punch, Grand Rising, much love to you and the family, Roger W, Jazz, everybody
I think that's
tapped
part
in
of the
on back
investigation.
channel. I'm on
Do you
my
have a comment on it?
Were those
Appreciate
LDS churches where the bomb threats were, or were there other denominations?
I can't,
For a hot minute.
yeah, I can't answer that at this time, but.
What else can we say about this?
Listen to this about Charlie, man. I'm gonna shut it down, man. I appreciate your soul, brother. The enemy's public.
Right now, what we'd like to do is talk about the heroism that we saw today. The people.
Now, there's a lot of stuff taking place with this whole situation. There's a lot of people coming out speaking on this whole situation. There's eyewitnesses from the church. And then for those that didn't get to catch out some of the eyewitness accounts, let me do the due diligence and get into that right now. This is your brother, Big Aboriginal Power. So if y'all in here rocking out with your boy, drop a fire emoji, thumb up the video, and let's
Make sure I'm sharing the sound.
Making me calm. By the turbines, just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
Really sad thing. I spoke with somebody in the parking lot a little bit earlier. Supposedly pretty good friends with him, which I do believe because of the emotion the guy was showing. That this guy was a stand-up guy and would do things for anybody. Did say
and make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Most importantly, in the family that's coming in, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure all y'all notifications turned on. This is your brother Aboriginal Power. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Make sure y'all support the channel. Cash App information is in the chat. You're not obligated, but we definitely do appreciate it.
Army vet. Have no clue if that's what the truth is to that. But if he was, and something triggered him, I can see why. Because, I mean, what do we do for our vets? I mean, a lot of this is starting to happen nowadays. Something's got to be done. We got to start taking care of our people.
Ladies and gentlemen, everything is going crazy right now. America is a powder keg waiting to explode. People are going crazy. I'm telling my foundation.
I have to agree with my brother George Macon. And shout out to George Macon. I will leave a link to this brother channel in the description box as well. Shout out to George Macon. I believe that America is at a boiling point, not for Black America, but for white America. We're literally looking at the crumbling of the infrastructure and the integrity and the foundation that white Americans tried to establish. Obviously, they built it on a faulty foundation, and we're watching it crumble. They're literally eating at one another, picking their scabs, going back and forth, extreme leftists, extreme rightists, and now there's people becoming casualties of war. A lot of these people that's been attacked in these mass shootings are not even political figures. They're just random citizens of the United States that may or may not be in a red or blue state. Okay? So white America is literally crumbling. We're watching it. Black Americans, stay out of this business. Watch from the sky, from the sideline, and do not get involved, family.
Ladies and gentlemen, everything is going crazy right now.
And I totally
America
agree with Big Aboriginal Power just said. Lay in the cut,
crazy. I'm telling my foundational Black Americans to stay out of the way, stay home, stay in the house, stay away from everything. Don't go out to these establishments. Don't be around nothing. We know last night in North Carolina, a W man just started spraying bullets, unaliving 3 people. Today, up in Michigan, a man drove his car into a church, made it catch fire. When they start running out, he starts spraying bullets. Another W man.
Yeah, and then later on that evening, yesterday in Texas, a lone gunman. Now they're claiming that he's a Black American, which I'm going on the record, and I did some research. He has immigrant background. I think he has Liberian ancestors. He crashed out at a casino in Texas and ended up fatally injuring a couple people in that situation as well.
And immediately, people on the right are blaming this on the radical left. They say that this man's name is Thomas Sanford, and they're saying that he had stopped Trump signs outside of his house. He's a former Iraq war veteran. They blaming it on Antifa. The radical left is going crazy. They're taking people out. It's good versus evil. They're allegedly saying that the radical left is just unaliving people. Crazy. Y'all don't believe me? Listen to what the radical right is saying.
If you've been paying attention at all, you should not be surprised now to be seeing disaffected veterans being used in the Antifa-inspired war against the American people. They've been talking about it for years. They've been organizing and recruiting them. You see, they think that they're doing it anonymously on their Reddit channels and their Discord servers, but they're also doing it publicly.
The time for words has came and gone. It is now the time for actions. I am looking for other veterans to join me. Here's the only details I'm going to give you. This is not going to be a one-day action. This is going to be a sustained action. So I need you, if you want to join us, to clear your schedules.
It's a strategy, and it's an effective one, because they know that the American people will naturally associate a veteran with right-wing politics. That's why they're doing it. You see, it's actually a two-part strategy. The first part of that strategy is the belief that if they can get enough veterans to support radical left-wing causes, then they can falsely cloak their radicalism in some legitimate constitutional complaints. The second part is when they move to violence and they use veterans to do it, they can then blame the right. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. You see, there's a reason why he put on a uniform that was meant to tie him to the veteran community. It's so that when you see headlines like this that happened last night in North Carolina, carried out by an ex-Marine, you immediately equate it to right-wing politics. It's social conditioning, and they're doing it on purpose. The problem for them is we're just better at this. You see, it didn't take long to figure out that this fake photo that was running around social media was put out there on purpose. This is supposed to have been an image of.
So that's not even a real image of the person inside of the truck. Now, this is how you know that propaganda and psyops is being actively pushed in the media in front of our faces.
The church that was attacked today in Michigan with American flags on the back of the truck. That's a fake image. They put that out on purpose because they wanted you to think that this is just some right-wing extremist. The problem is, again, we're better at this. You see, because once they released the name of the terrorists that attacked the Mormon church in Michigan today, it was pretty easy to start finding out exactly who this person is.
I said, you got
right. And he's a good old boy. He's a Trump supporter. He's a Charlie Kirk supporter. As a matter of fact, I believe this could be one of the sleeper cells that Erica Kirk woke up during her speech. If y'all don't remember the Erica Kirk speech, let's get into a little bit of that right now as we speak. Shout out to everybody in the building.
Good evening. My name is Erica Kirk. Charlie Kirk is my husband. I first want to thank the local, state, and federal law enforcement who worked tirelessly to capture my husband's assassin so that he can be brought to justice. I want to thank the first responders who struggled heroically to save Charles's life, and the police who acted bravely to make sure that there were no other victims on that terrible afternoon. I want to thank the officers who have protected our Turning Point USA family these past 2 days. And I want to thank the Turning Point USA board, the COO, Justin Strife, and my husband's chief of staff, the amazing Mikey McCoy, for all their work in these terrible days to be the stability for our family and for the wider Turning Point USA family as well. My heart is with every one of my husband's employees who lost a friend and a mentor. I want to thank the staffers of his amazing Charlie Kirk show, who helped him broadcast from this studio, this chair. Every day he loved it. He loved what he did. I want to thank the millions of people who have shown their love for Charlie here in Phoenix.
He loved what he did.
Across America,
pushing hate on people
and worldwide.
Pushing hate on Black people.
I want to thank my husband's dear friend, Vice President Vance, and his phenomenal wife, Usha, for their love and support. You guys
1000 was good.
Honored my husband so well, bringing him home.
Black motherfucking power, man.
You both are tremendous.
Mr. C.
I want to thank President Trump and his incredible family for the same. Mr. President,
soul brother, enemy's public.
My husband loved you.
Prophet Levi. Get y'all Bibles, man.
And he knew that you loved him too.
Texas, I see you out there.
Your friendship was amazing.
Kells, Welcome to the platform.
You supported him so
Guidance,
well,
namaste.
as
Appreciate
did
you
he for
tapping
you.
in, sis. The enemy's public. Collect.
2 days ago, my
Charles
husband,
Johnson.
Charlie, went to see the
Country is
face of
right.
his Savior and his God.
There they go with
Charlie
that
always said
religious
that when he
bullshit.
was gone, he wanted to be remembered for his courage and for his faith.
Make sure if y'all having sub up to my
And one of
brother,
the final
big
conversations that
Aboriginal
he had
power.
on this
Everybody
earth,
sub up to everybody, man.
my husband witnessed for his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Najee. Gates was good. Black motherfucker
Now
power. Much
and
love to
for
you
all
and your
eternity,
family,
he
man.
will stand at
McCray
his Savior's
1000,
side,
Najee Skates, Mr. C.
wearing the glorious
Appreciate
crown
y'all
of a
tapping
martyr.
in, man.
Charlie loved life. He loved his life. He loved America. He loved nature, which helped him always bring him closer to God. He loved the Chicago Cubs. And my goodness, did he love the Oregon Ducks. Want me to say go Ducks, so I have to since they play on Saturday. So go Ducks.
Shout out my brother
But most of all,
Schuylkill River Punch said I can't even feel her
Charlie
pain.
loved his
He's
children.
on bullshit, fake ass tears.
And he loved me.
Facts.
With all of his heart. And I knew that. Every day I knew that. He made sure I knew that every day. Every day he would ask me, how can I serve you better?
Exactly, Haru.
How can I be a better husband? How can I be a better father? Every day.
White folks speak about left wing, right wing veterans.
He still is a good man.
The American people, what
he was the perfect father.
Is niggas a part of?
He was the perfect husband.
Theirs.
Charlie always believed that God's design for marriage and the family was absolutely
honor.
amazing, and it is. It is, and it was the greatest joy of his life. And over and over, he would tell all these young people to come and find their future spouse, become wives and husbands and parents. And the reason why is because he wanted you all to experience what he had and still has. He wanted everyone to bring heaven into this earth through love and joy that comes from raising a family.
He wasn't pushing no love and joy. He was pushing hate.
Charlie always said that if he ever ran for office, I know a lot of you asked if he ever was going to, but privately he told me if he ever did run for office that his top priority would be to revive the American family. That was his priority. One of Charlie's favorite Bible verses was Ephesians 5, verse 25. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. My husband laid down his life for me, for our nation, for our children. He showed the ultimate and true covenantal love. I will never, ever have the words to describe the loss that I feel in my heart. I honestly have no idea what any of this means. I know that God does, but I don't.
And other left and right.
Charlie, baby, I know you do too.
Charlie Kirk was being funded by both sides. He was also being funded by the
And our
Jews.
world is filled with evil. But our God, you guys, our God is so good. He's so incredibly good. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose.
War,
Already I have seen the worldwide outpouring of love for my husband. I've heard the testimonies from people my husband inspired to get married, to start families, to seek out a relationship with God. It's the most important one of all. The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea what they have done. They killed Charlie because he preached a message of patriotism, faith, and of God's merciful love. But they should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country and this world. You have no idea. You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry. To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen. It will not die. All of us will refuse to let that happen. No one will ever forget my husband's
Now I want y'all to listen to this part right here.
name, and I will make sure of it. It will become stronger, bolder, louder, and greater than ever. My husband's mission will not end, not even for a moment. And one of Charlie's greatest talents was his ability, this phenomenal ability to choose great people to follow him. He could always find the ones who could handle any setback. And it's almost like he knew. He could see it in you. Even when you couldn't see it in yourself, he just knew. He knew you could handle it. You thought you only had 5% left, and he knew you had 15. He knew you were ready to go that extra mile even when you didn't. He always challenged people around him to work harder and to be better. He never gave up. And I love knowing that one of his mottos was never surrender. So I want to tell you that we'll never surrender. We never will. Ever. Ever. Our campus tour this fall will continue. There will be even more tours in the years to come. America Fest here in Phoenix this December will go on. It will be greater than ever. The radio and podcast show that he was so proud of will go on. And in a world filled with chaos, doubt, and uncertainty, my husband's voice will remain. And it will ring out louder and more clearly than ever. And his wisdom will endure. My favorite too, but my husband's favorite word in the English language was earn. He would call all of you to be people of action who earn the future America deserves.
I gotta pause this for a minute, man. You know, we should be having these same things, vigilantes or to do something about when our kids get killed about the cops, the way, you know, it's going about Charlie Kirk getting killed. We should be doing that coming together against these radical police and these left wings when they kill our people, man. They kill our people and get away with it. We need to be giving them that same fucking energy. Yeah, I know it's fake. You know, she crying fake tears. You know, she's a part of, Trump's plan on making America great again. You know, pushing free speech, censoring free speech. Like I said, allowing people to push hate towards another group of people. So I'm with y'all, man. I just wanted to pause it. You know, we need to be doing the same thing when rallying our people together when we get killed. Why we ain't rallying like the good old boys rallying, like the left and the right wing is rallying. Why we ain't rallying together when injustice is done to us is my question. Let's go, man. Everybody else doing it.
So to all of the young people who felt inspired by my husband's faith and hard work,
everybody else,
all of you already know what Charlie would want you to do. You know. You know.
Let me speed it up.
If you're in
stop it. Shout out my nigga Big Aboriginal
is
Power,
palpable.
Man.
Charlie loved his Savior with all of his heart, and he wanted every one of you
they
to know him
pushing
too.
that religion, man.
He wanted everyone to know that if they confess the Lord Jesus Christ who rose from the dead, then they will be saved. Hear me when I say this. Nobody is ever too young to know the gospel. Nobody. Nobody is ever too young to get involved with saving this beautiful country. This country my husband loved and still loves. And nobody is ever too old either.
Gospel.
There's no age limit.
Roger W, your point.
I know my husband is still here. He's watching over us.
Jesus. That new Jesus is crazy.
I don't remember the last time I slept.
Exactly, Captain Crunch.
I couldn't sleep last night. And Charlie, baby.
Man, this nigga was a damn bigot, and they just doing nothing but riding and provoking other bigots to go around the damn country to kill people. And we got people like this guy that you see on the screen, who's an open Charlie Kirk advocate. You know what Charlie will want you to do. And Erica Kirk is not no saint herself. As a matter of fact, Jaguar Wright exposes this lady. If you don't believe me, let's get into some of the clips now. It's your brother Big Aboriginal Power. If y'all ready to rock the house out, drop a fire emoji and let's
For the stats, I be beating the odds. And the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turret just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
Shout out my nigga Big Aboriginal.
It's clear we're not
man.
getting all the information. It's clear something's off here.
I forgive him.
The first person, the old man, I don't even know why he was grabbed. But he was grabbed and his picture was fundled out. And then there was someone else who was a person of interest. And that didn't work. And then we got this guy.
Jaguar Wright just set the internet on fire with a bold and controversial take on the shocking death of Charlie Kirk. In a fiery live stream, Jaguar zeroed in on what she described as glaring inconsistencies in the official narrative, turning much of the focus toward Kirk's widow, Erica. According to Jaguar, Erica's statements and behavior following her husband's death raise more questions than they answer. From her sudden silence on social media to her carefully worded public appearances. Jaguar didn't stop there. She suggested that the inconsistencies in the investigation may point to a far more complicated story than the public has been told. Specifically, she raised the possibility of foreign influence or hidden political motives, pointing to Kirk's outspoken views on Israel, Gaza, and other global flashpoints as potential triggers. She argued that the mainstream media has rushed to portray Kirk's assassination as a straightforward act of violence, while failing to address the deeper political context or examine who truly benefits from silencing him. Calling for full transparency, Jaguar urged both the public and independent media outlets to demand the release of all available evidence, including surveillance footage, phone records, and the alleged timeline of events leading up to the shooting. She also criticized what she called a coordinated effort to downplay Kirk's controversial positions, claiming that his views were being softened in the press to steer attention away from the possible motives behind his killing. Her commentary has only added fuel to an already volatile public discourse. Guys, you'd better buckle up because the drama that Jaguar just started has gotten wild.
We've been talking about this. When we watched the impact, it wasn't like this. It was like this. It went straight through. And we saw it, and then we saw the gouge, and then we saw the spill, and we saw the slump. There's a couple other content creators that were making an assertion that there was some kind of device just under Charlie's shirt. We were talking, and you had said that you could see like there was some kind of movement that happened underneath his shirt right before the entry.
So word on the street is that in a now deleted video, Jaguar has stirred up major controversy by raising troubling questions about the circumstances surrounding the death of Charlie Kirk. In her blunt, no-holds-barred style, Jaguar dissected the official narrative and turned her sharpest focus toward Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow. According to Jaguar, Erica's highly publicized speech after her husband's death didn't come across as the heartfelt words of a devastated partner. Instead, Jaguar argued that it sounded more like a calculated statement, almost as if it was carefully crafted to send a specific message. The detail that drew the most attention was Erica's repeated reference to them. Who exactly is they? Was she hinting at shadowy forces, political enemies, or something else entirely? Jaguar insisted that such vague language only deepened suspicion that more was going on beneath the surface. But Jaguar's breakdown didn't just stop at tone and language. She allegedly pushed viewers to question why the widow avoided personal anecdotes or raw emotion in her remarks, replacing them instead with broad, almost political language. To Jaguar, this seemed less like a grieving spouse trying to honor her husband, and more like someone delivering a statement under pressure, or perhaps even on behalf of others.
The first person, the old man, I don't even know why he was grabbed, but he was grabbed and his picture was fundled out. And then there was someone else who was a person of interest, and that didn't work. And then we got this guy. He had a bulletproof vest that might have caught the exit. Really? That's interesting. That's definitely an interesting point of view.
Now, Jaguar's claims open the door to bigger questions about the forces surrounding Kirk's sudden demise. Was Charlie Kirk simply the victim of a lone shooter, as authorities allege, or was his death tied to his outspoken political stances, controversial alliances, and enemies both foreign and domestic? In her deleted video, Jaguar didn't just question the narrative, she dissected it piece by piece. Diving into the specifics of the incident, Jaguar zeroed in on the details surrounding the ammunition used in the shooting. According to her, the type of ammo that struck Charlie Kirk should have exited his body in a way that created significant, visible blood spatter. Yet, Jaguar pointed out, footage and eyewitness reports from the scene haven't clearly shown anyone behind Kirk being sprayed or covered in blood, despite there being people seated directly in his line of fire. This, she argues, raises critical questions about the authenticity of the crime scene and whether the shooting unfolded as authorities claim. Jaguar didn't stop at the forensic details. She leveled one of her most explosive accusations yet, that Erica Kirk, Charlie's wife, may not have been the supportive partner the public perceived her to be. Instead, Jaguar alleged that Erica was a planted intelligence asset, embedded into Charlie's life to monitor and influence him. Jaguar claimed that Erica's role was to keep Charlie aligned with certain powerful interests, whose agendas he had long supported. But when Charlie began to deviate from that path, voicing criticisms of policies, international alliances, and other untouchable subjects, Jaguar suggested that the mechanisms keeping him in line were quietly disabled. In her narrative, this culminated in Charlie's elimination, orchestrated by forces far larger than any one individual. It's a stunning claim, one that positions Erica not just as a grieving widow, but as a central figure in a larger, shadowy operation. Jaguar paints her as someone whose carefully managed public image has shielded her true purpose. You don't embed yourself in a man's life for years and then act like you're reading from a script at his memorial unless there's a bigger story behind it, Jaguar said during her analysis. While Jaguar has provided no hard evidence for these allegations, her questions about the ammunition, the lack of blood spatter, and Erica Kirk's alleged ties to intelligence have nonetheless sent waves through social media. Supporters of Jaguar see her as exposing the truth others are afraid to touch. Critics, meanwhile, warn that her claims risk spiraling into dangerous disinformation during a time of mourning. According to Jaguar Wright, the official story surrounding Charlie Kirk's shooting doesn't just have holes. It's a carefully constructed misdirection. She argued that the FBI has been presenting a misleading narrative from the very start. Wright pointed to the Fed's widely circulated image of their suspect, insisting that the photo didn't align with what actually happened that night. Her most explosive claim was that the real shooter wasn't fleeing at all, but was inside the same VIP box as Charlie when the shots rang out. If true, this would completely upend the credibility of the investigation. Why would authorities steer the public toward one story if the truth lay much closer to Kirk himself? Wright suggested the answer was clear. The FBI was shaping a narrative that hides more than it reveals.
Like I said, this ain't the only person. Jaguar Wright is not the only person that is actually kind of skeptical about Erica Kirk. There's been a lot of news media. There's been a lot of personnel There's even been a lot of political figures that even suggested that maybe Erica is involved. Recently, Dave Chappelle dropped a firebomb and Nancy Grace seconded. If y'all know what I'm talking about, let's get into that clip right now. If y'all ready to rock it out, drop those fire emojis. Let's go. Make sure y'all support the channel.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. By the turbans, just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow up just like I'm a bomb.
The FBI says the Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories are legit. That's the first time we've ever heard that from the government. Think about it.
Girl, y'all need to grab a seat for this one because this Charlie Kirk shooting saga just got even messier. So, days after FBI Chief Kash Patel revealed that they're actually treating the wild conspiracy theories as possible, leads Dave Chappelle has dropped his own 2 cents into the whole Charlie Kirk drama. Inside sources are reporting that Dave Chappelle is alleging that Charlie was sacrificed as his death was planned, and that Erica might have been positioned to take the reins at Turning Point America. Now, Dave is alleging that not only was Erica aware that Charlie Kirk was going to be sacrificed, but he's also alleging that some powerful people are making the feds cover up who the shooter is, in case you missed it. So a lot of people have been side-eyeing the feds these past few days after calling out what she says is straight up misinformation meant to hide who really took out Charlie Kirk. And days after the feds announced they arrested Tyler Robinson, who they claim may have been the shooter, FBI Chief Kash Patel announced they were expanding investigations into the shooting as they are treating the wild conspiracy theories as possible leads. He took to X and said, "We are meticulously investigating theories and questions, including the location from where the shot was taken, the possibility of accomplices, text message, confession, and related conversations, Discord chats, the angle of the shot and bullet impact, how the weapon was transported, hand gestures observed as potential signals near Charlie at the time of his assassination, and visitors to the alleged shooter's residence in the hours and days leading up to September 10th, 2025. He continued, "Some details are known today, while others are still being pursued to ensure every possibility is considered. Our primary focus is to complete this investigation and deliver justice. To protect the integrity of the investigation and subsequent prosecution, we cannot release all the information we have to the public at this time. We will ensure every question is addressed at the appropriate moment. The entire FBI mourns the loss of Charlie Kirk. We will not rest until justice is served, and our investigation into this assassination will continue until every question is answered." Even though the FBI didn't officially reveal that Tyler Robinson wasn't the shooter, announcing that they were expanding investigations into the shooting meant they had not been able to build a case against Tyler, and this kind of proves everyone's theory about Tyler not being the shooter. So, Charlie's memorial went down at State Farm Stadium in Arizona. And y'all, it left fans with questions about the whole Charlie Kirk shooting saga. One of the biggest talking points of the night was Erica's grand walk to the podium. The vibe, way less grieving widow, way more full-on entrance, almost like she was strutting.
Man, that motherfucker came out like goddamn Batista off of WWF. Damn, I didn't know she came out like that. Motherfucker came out like Batista.
Vibe, way less grieving widow, way more full-on entrance, almost like she was strutting onto a concert stage.
I mean, don't that look like a Batista entrance, or am I bugging? Y'all let me know. Do that look like a Batista entrance from WWF? Come on, now. That shit look just like a Batista entrance. The crowd was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? The chat was the crowd was going wild. You had fireworks are going. You know what I'm saying? You even heard the little music in the background. Came out like that. Yeah, I'm like a revenge Charlie Kirk there. Y'all getting drunk and shit. You know what I mean? Went over there, yelled at motherfucking Trump. for the world heavyweight championship. This is exactly how Erica Kirk came out. He was drunk. Then she just did that little move, boom, all the little fireworks and shit came out. Start doing a little split and shit. Yeah, this shit got wild. This shit got wild. You know what I mean? I thought it was absolutely strange as well. You know what I mean? I thought it was strange as well. You know what I mean? I really did. I thought it was absolutely strange.
Then we all saw the hug she exchanged with President Trump after his speech. At first, it seemed like your regular show of support, but eagle-eyed fans began pointing out that the hug felt a little too familiar, like they'd known each other on a personal level. That didn't look like your typical sorry for your loss kind of hug.
Nah, that was one of them.
Yeah, shout out my brother Jag.
That was one of them old school hugs. Have you ever seen that movie Old School? Old School. I think it's called Walking Old School with Will Ferrell. Y'all know the scene I'm talking about where he hugged up on girl, where he hugged up on a groom and gave her the wink. Y'all know the scene I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Man, I wish I could find the scene. I wish I could find it for y'all. It's so hilarious. If y'all ever seen the movie Old School, it's a classic ass movie with Will Ferrell. Probably one of his breakout movies. I think it's absolutely. It's the little wink that he did. Look, watch Trump. Look, he said, look, now I'm gonna let you give a hug and watch his face. Like, yeah, I'm hitting that shit tonight. He did it. I'm hitting that shit today.
Look at that smile.
This nigga Trump off the chain.
And yeah, fans grabbed their virtual FBI jackets to dig for any possible connection between Trump and Erica Kirk. And let's just say, what they claim to have uncovered has everyone buzzing. Fans found out Erica Kirk used to be a model who won Miss Arizona 2012.
Right, and after she won Miss Arizona 12, Trump ended up hiring her. Let's get into it.
Fans found out Erica Kirk used to be a model who won Miss Arizona 2012, a pageant organized by Donald Trump. And right after she won the award, she became a casting director and started multiple nonprofits, orphanages, including Romanian Angels, which was embedded in claims of trafficking of children and organ trafficking to the UK, Israel, and undisclosed islands. Also, according to information available on the internet, Erica currently works for Corcoran Group in New York, a real estate company with ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Corcoran Group has been involved in...
Oh, man. Guess what? We're going to get into some more work because a lot of people didn't know that Erica Kirk's father used to work for Mossad.
Hey, shout out my brother Humbled Up. Salute, man. Grand Rising. Much love and respect to you and the family. Humbled Up. Flat motherfucking power, man. Let's go.
He's an ex-Mossad
big Aboriginal
military government agency. You know what I mean? That moved to Romania, had a little situation going on over there. So he's tied. Her father is tied to Israel. And how you know that Erica Kirk wasn't put directly in Charlie Kirk's life to watch him, to set him up, to use him as a pawn, groom him, and then when things go bad or when things that need to be detailed, when he started shifting his opinion, who will be able to have that firsthand knowledge about it? Who will have the firsthand knowledge about where he's going, where this lady is a Jew, lady. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Also, according to information,
he's from Poland, just like the rest of the so-called Jews. We're talking about converts that converted in 725 AD. Okay?
information available on the internet, Erica currently works for Corcoran Group in New York, a real estate company with ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Corcoran Group has been involved in transactions related to Jeffrey Epstein's properties, including the sale of his Palm Beach mansions and the listing of his New York City home. And y'all know Trump was pictured alongside Epstein a couple of times before he passed. But just when we thought this whole situation couldn't get scarier, it is being alleged that Turning Point America had locked in State Farm Stadium for the exact date of Charlie's memorial way back in May 2000.
So look, May in 2005, early in May, right? They booked this venue for Charlie Kirk in May. And how the fuck would they know that he need a huge venue like this? This wasn't a part of the Turning Point America venue space. This was just a random space that they inquired. Strange.
When we thought this whole situation couldn't get scarier, it is being alleged that Turning Point America had locked in State Farm Stadium for the exact date of Charlie's memorial way back in May 2025.
According to the Tourism Board in Arizona, the Cardinal Stadium where that memorial was held. Now, this ain't no small venue. That's where the Arizona Cardinals play, right? That's where they held his memorial, right? Well, Turning Point USA had rented that venue for that date back in May. Why did you need to rent a venue back in May? For what? You weren't promoting something else. You weren't promoting some other gathering. You can't just walk up in places like that. You know what I mean? You have to rent them. You have to pre-plan events, right? So clearly somebody said, well, I know where to do it. I know where to have the memorial. Let's have it in Arizona, where they lived, where she's from.
And why did the head rabbi over Israel 2 weeks before Charlie Kirk's demise send Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk a condolence letter? We're going to get into that as well. It's a lot going on.
I'm just saying.
Then Candace Owen came with a couple of tweets claiming that Tyler Robinson had never set foot in Utah Valley University campus, nor was he there when the shooting took place. She wrote, Tyler Robinson is not suicidal. The entire narrative that was placed in the media about him having been suicidal is completely fictional, as are many other aspects of what we have been told. His father having turned him in after a confession is also complete fiction. To the contrary, Tyler Robinson maintains his innocence and has never even been to the UVU campus. There are absolutely zero photos or videos that the campus can produce to the contrary, which is why they have produced nothing other than a blurry image, which Tyler's family knows is not him. Tyler has never once expressed a suicidal thought. I want to make that clear. The federal government is lying about absolutely everything other than the fact that it is his gun. Now, with Turning Point America getting exposed for allegedly booking the stadium way back in May, and Candace popping out with receipts that supposedly call out the feds for trying to pin the shooting on Tyler Robinson, fans were left with a lot of questions. And it didn't take long before comedian Dave Chappelle jumped in to drop his 2 cents on the whole messy situation. And girl, he is throwing out some wild allegations. According to Inside Whispers, Dave claims that Charlie was sacrificed by the very same people who built him up in the first place. He says the moment he heard Carter rejected a massive $150 million gift from one of his sponsors, he just knew the plug had been pulled. He alleges that Charlie's entire rise to fame was basically a project backed by some powerful people, and that's supposedly why his wife, Erica, was planted in his life from the jump. But that's not even the half of it. He goes on to say the whole shooting was planned months in advance, with Eliza already positioned to step in and take over. And here's where it gets even messier. Dave raises questions about whether Charlie and Erica ever even had a child together. He points out how there are tons of old modeling photos of Erica floating around online, but no pictures of her actually pregnant. According to him, this was all a setup by the so-called power players. And once they were done with Charlie, they pulled the plug on him. Honestly, Dave Chappelle might actually have a point, because just 2 weeks after the whole shooting incident, Erica Kirk is already back on TV.
So blessed to have more.
Not only is she back on TV, she's now hosting the Charlie Kirk talk show, and now she's the leader and the CEO of Turning Point America. This is not Christian and ladylike. Charlie Kirk, as a Christian values that he always talked about, would not want no blonde hair, blue-eyed heifer leading the men in Turning Point America.
Work than we even could ever dream of. I mean, it's beautiful, and Turning Point Action.
Yes, this is something that a Jew has always dreamed of. They always wanted to have to be the.
Hey, shout out my brother Rose Malik OG. What's good? Grand Rising, much love to you and the family. Rose Malik OG, Texas. Humbled up. Jaguar. Let me do a quick check. Shout out. Captain Crunch. Just Nature. Najee Skates. Prophet Levi. Get y'all Bibblers, man. My brother McCray 1000. Mr. C. Live and Learn. Haru. Royal and Loyal, man. The Enemy's Public. Soul Brother. Jazz. What's good, Jazz? Who else? D. Allen Warren, man. Appreciate all of y'all. Texas. Kells. Charles Johnson. Collect. 73. Country Ray. Emperor's Goddess Namaste. Pretty as Eyes. Sponsor, and all of y'all sponsor this. Each and every one of y'all. Shout out to everybody in the house. Copper Goddess. Much love and respect, man. And on both sides. We're playing back my brother Big Aboriginal Power live, talking about Erica Kirk's, Charlie Kirk's wife. Let's go.
It's the same thing I feel like Erica Kirk did. Plus, she was way older than him. Charlie Kirk was sacrificed. There, I said it. White folks' business. Charlie Kirk wasn't assassinated. He was sacrificed. Republicans about to flip this shit upside down for real. They sacrificed Charlie Kirk and will use his death as a catalyst for some permanent changes.
Hold on, his name is crazy.
You already know.
Coochie
Grand
Dad.
Rising, Rose Malik OG.
I don't even know what to
man.
say
Leonard
about that,
Robinson,
bro.
Grand.
That name is diabolical, Coochie Dad.
All the while, Democrats sit with their fingers up saying, that's illegal.
Hold on, am I bugging, or is Coochie Dad not a good name? But listen, so I think all this transpired to spark a civil war amongst pale skins. Shortly after this whole event, we obviously had the ICE attack down there in Texas, where the ICE agency was attacked by a sniper. 4 individuals was being shot, all of them being detainees from ICE, and then the alleged shooter was killed. Then this guy goes into a church, shoots a bunch of kids at a Mormon church, sets the church on fire, has a shootout with the police, and ultimately end up being fatally shot. But 6 hours before this event, the church event, you had a guy that was on a speedboat pull up to a fishery restaurant that was off the river, or that was right on the water in North Carolina, and open fire. We're going to get into that right now as we speak. So shout out to everybody in the building. Let's get
what
into
happened
it right
as
now.
we try to get you more updates on this situation.
On the command. And all the time, and it's always unfounded. I'll stick there.
And like I said, the left is blaming the right is blaming the left. You know, Israel is involved. You know what I mean? It's just chaotic, you know what I mean? But they got America on fire. Let's go.
Again, a person on a boat reportedly shot people in the area of American Fish Company pub in Southport, North Carolina. Here's the call when it came in. I'll play it for you again.
Direct on Law 3 traffic. I'll still be en route at 1076.
154. Go to this time, possibly in the Southport Marina.
The link's in the chat if anybody want to come up. The link's in the chat.
You'll hear it right here.
Units en route, Old American Fish Company. Callers are advising coming from a subject on the boat shooting into the building.
Let's hear that. That's when they said callers are advising it's coming from a subject on the boat shooting into the building. American Fish Company. All right, I'm going to start replaying some of the scanner traffic. We're playing both the live and replay scanner, which I know will be a bit confusing, but that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to start playing you some of the replay scanner in addition to listening to the live scanner.
But at this time, possibly in the Southport Marina.
One. Right behind him on Home Beach Road. I'm in Route 2.
She comes right.
Be gone, 398.
102.
Medic 6. Relocating command post. Respond to app. TSC, you'll be right secondary.
That's live right there.
Also response. Sick person. Boulevard and Cal.
All right, hold on. Hang on a moment.
Be gone, 398.
398.
Be gone, show this unit clear scene back in service.
I am checking for updates at the same time as I am replaying some of the scanner traffic, listening to the live scanner traffic. And again, trying to get you the latest updates here. Scanner traffic at one point indicated that 3 people had been killed and multiple people had been shot. I do not know if that is true. We do have the live scanner on. I have not heard anything about a scanner, about anybody in custody. Okay, while we try to get more information here, let me just also play you some of the scanner replay here.
I'm right behind him on Home Beach Road. Be gone, 398. Stage and advise when scene secure.
GSW. Copy, sir. GSW for the arm. Into contact with caller. She disconnected before I could get blank on the line.
All right, so we have live scanner and replay scanner.
Call back as well.
This is the live scanner. This is the live scanner. I was playing the replay of the scanner and they said GSW to the arm. So I know it's confusing because we have both live and replay scanner, but I want to let you hear both. So on the replay from right after the shooting was called in, you heard GSW to the arm.
Copy, 4.
Had multiple people, about at least 6 people down.
Okay, so that was that you just heard at least 6 people down, have multiple people.
It ended up being a total of I believe 10 people totally wounded, and 3 of them was fatally injured. Let's get into a little background about this North Carolina shooter for those that's in the building with us. If y'all ready to rock the house out, drop a fire emoji, thumb up the video, and let's get a few people to support. We ain't nobody support today. So let's lock in. Let's go.
What's good, brother? You want to say something? You got it. I paused the video. Well, let me just turn it down.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
I have one thing to say, real quick.
Take your time, brother.
I just want to point out something. We are easily, they created this fantasy with this dude. And everybody tried to figure out what happened with him. And it's sort of like a priority. We're totally forgetting about our brother who died mysteriously in Aruba, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He didn't die by accident. And we're not even focused on who potentially took our brother out because of his stance on certain things. And we're constantly talking about this dude is not worthy of our attention, but I'm guilty of it too. We're easily distracted and we got to get more focused than we are. This dude is not worth our time. I understand we pointing out the behavior that created somebody like him, but he's not worthy of any of our time. That's all I had to say, brother. Peace, and thank you for allowing me to speak.
Anytime,
Salute.
brother. Got you. Salute.
In Michigan at the church, we got the situation with this guy Nigel Edge, whose name was original Sean the was it the Vowsy or whatever. He's suffering from mental illness. He's an ex-military. They already calling him left wing. He's a radical left winger, ex-military guy. He's upset with the United States. He was saying that there was some W supremacist LGBT pedo ring that was after him. He just said all kinds of stuff. This guy got on a boat, got an AR-15 with a silencer, rode up to the fish company in North Carolina restaurant and just opened fire, unaliving people. Right? I mean, it's just crazy. It's been a bunch of powwowing all over this country. Now, I'm waiting for Donald Trump to make a statement, but right now, the radical right and the radical left is running off this us versus them,
and that's all I've been showing.
You know, white on white crime. The people on the ground are the ones being affected by this. W America right now is under attack, under fire, because from other people from the W America community, they are open, they are just going crazy. Pandemonium is running wild. I'm telling foundational Black Americans, stay out of those establishments. Mind your business. Stay out of the way. Go home with your family. Do not be in those bars and all those restaurants. And because right now the climate is thick. It's thick, and people are losing their lives, man. Because you got a lot of crazy nutbags running around here, man. A lot of them are ex-military. They handy with the steel, and they unaliving people, man. And I'm telling a lot of you, Black conservatives, I want to know what y'all got to say about this. A lot of you W supremacist trolls, leave our spaces alone. We're not the ones doing it. We're not the ones doing it. But let's look at what some of the people is reporting on the situation.
But they always going to target us.
Can't believe I'm talking about 4 different shootings.
Even though it's white people on white people crime, they still going to show hate towards us and put their energy towards us. But let's continue.
In one video, there was the North Carolina shooting, the boat shooting, where homie got on a boat and from his boat shot at people who were at this waterfront bar. You cannot make this up. Shooting number 2, Bourbon Street in New Orleans. There was a shooting that left 1 man dead, escorted Kelly Pick. 1 man dead and 3 people injured last night. There was a shooting at the church this morning that just happened where the church is on fire. Homie drives his car into the side of the building of the church. Church catches fire, and then he starts to shoot people. 2 people dead in that occurrence, and he killed himself. 9 people injured. And then there was a shooting at a casino where 2 people died, and I believe 4 people were injured. This all happened in the last 24 hours. Yes. What is going on in America, bro? What is going on?
Another mass shooting. In this case, the alleged suspect escorted Kelly Pickler to the Country Music Awards in 2012 as her date. During this time, his name was Sean D.B. Voice. He changed his name recently to Nigel Edge, but this individual hopped into his speedboat, pulled up to a waterfront restaurant in Southport, North Carolina, and opened fire on a crowd of people, unaliving 3 people and injuring 5. One individual is holding on to their dear life right now as we speak. He did not know any of these individuals. After he did his boat buy, he floated out of there, and they end up eventually the authorities end up catching up to him. There's no motives at this time, and he did not know the people. But this is a wild story, and it seems like it's a reoccurring factor in these stories that they don't want to address. But anyway, condolences to the family, and I know that community is shaken up because that's wild. Like a boat buy? You telling me you pulling up in boats now?
In 2012, this guy he accompanied country singer Kelly Pickler to the Country Music Awards, right? I don't know how he knew her, but I know he accompanied her, right? He wrote a book called Headshots that described his injuries that he had and his struggles, right? Now this guy, he got IAT attacks. He had sharp metal in his head. He suffered from PTSD, and he was schizophrenic. So this guy was a ticking time bomb, allegedly, so they say, just waiting to explode. And last night, he exploded, and he exploded in a big way. And when he exploded, people lost their lives. People lost their lives. Now, I want to know what the Democratic Party and the Republican Party got to say about this, because these guys are fighting out in the open, and they're saying it's good versus evil. They're taking shots at each other. And look at what's happening in America. Look at what's happening to the American people. These people that are being unalive are not even politicians. They're just regular U.S. citizens. But let's look at what the news was reporting on this situation with this guy.
Some facts that we have at this time is that we believe that this was a targeted location. We appear that he acted in what we call a lone wolf. He acted alone. This is highly premeditated from what we're seeing at this time. And we feel there are no other threats to our community, that we do have someone in custody.
Police in North Carolina give.
And like I said, if America really wanted to get rid of racism, they would crack down right now and make these guys pay and say, hey, you do a racist act on an American, we're going to throw the book at you. I guarantee you should straighten up, but I guarantee you they ain't going to do that. They're going to allow this shit to go rapid and try to take away our rights, put these drones in the air and take away our rights and do more surveillances, you know, and let this racism thing run rapid. It's cool. White on white crime. I ain't mad at it. Let's go.
Giving an update moments ago.
He said, hope this contribute is okay, man. All is well. All donations is appreciated. So thank you, brother Derek. We do appreciate you. Shout out to Leonardo, aka Big Dog Philly OG, for the $5 Cash App donation as well. He said, peace. Peace to you, brother. I do appreciate that. Don't let Big Dog Philly OG and Eric be the only ones to support this channel. This channel is not monetized at all. Yeah, so make sure you guys support the channel to keep it going. We do this all out of love. So make sure y'all lock in and tap in.
I do what I can.
He's now facing 3 counts of first-degree murder, 5 counts of attempted murder, 5 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, other charges, and the local DA says that we should be expecting some more. Now, right now, the motive is unclear, but we do know from his local police chief, he's not a stranger to law enforcement. Police say this all happened around 9:30 last night at the American Fish Company restaurant. It's at a local yacht basin about 30 miles south of Wilmington, a really popular spot. And the local district attorney says most of the people killed were not locals, but people who.
I hear you, Wale, but they've been doing it gradually for a long time, taking away our rights, even as a parent, parental rights. You look at it one way, I look at it another way. It's all good. Grand Rise. Much love to you and the family, Wale.
Who were on vacation in the coastal town. The Southport police chief says this is weighing really heavy on the small, tight-knit community. Here he is overnight.
November will be 8 years that I've been the chief, and I don't recall a time.
Pretty eyes, I appreciate your support. You real vibe, Wale, Enemies Public. Appreciate y'all support. Grand Rising. Thank y'all. Everybody sub up to everybody's channel, man, please. Sub up to Pretty as Eyes channel, Enemies Public channel, Texas channel, everybody that, you know, got his channel, even if they don't got a channel. Wale, you know, everybody sub up to everybody's channel, man. We're about networking over here. Let's go.
We've had an active shooter situation like this, so it's definitely it's a bad night for Southport.
So the suspect is due in court tomorrow, so we'll likely learn a lot more facts in this case then. And the local DA says that they are exploring the possibility of the death penalty.
So I'll say this because everybody got something to say, but until the president and other powerful political leaders come out and call for peace and they stop pointing fingers back and forth at each other, this ain't going to stop. It's not going to stop. They're going to have to come out and call for
And
peace.
that's what I said.
There's going to have to be a moment of silence. You guys are going to have to calm America down, because right now this thing is like a powder cake, and it's been going on and on and on. I told you all the way back to those Minnesota lawmakers, and before that, you had some other issues. What was it? The governor's here in Pennsylvania house was set on fire. Like, there's a lot of stuff, gangster stuff going on behind the scenes, political gangbanging going on behind the scenes amongst very powerful political people, man. And I'm not making this stuff up. The president himself came out and blamed the radical left, right, for a lot of atrocities that's been happening. And the radical right is, the radical left is blaming the radical right for these things. So right now, U.S. citizens are being unalive now. Now what are they going to do about it? And it's happening back to back to back to back to back. What are they going to do about it? Huh? So this guy, man, listen, this guy, man, I don't even, at this point, I don't even know. Like, I'm telling foundational Black Americans, stay home, stay out of the way. I don't wish this on nobody. I don't even care if it's happening in W America. They don't deserve to be losing their lives like this either. Nobody deserves to be losing their lives. It's like we want peace, but peace is illegal in this country, right? So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this, man. Another mass shooting. Like I said, that was yesterday, and then you just had another one at a church.
Yeah, another mass shooting. Like I said, it's a lot going on right now in America. Like, when you break this shit all the way down, this shit get real crucial. It get real crucial. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot taking place within this whole church and school shooting. Like the one in Michigan is even crazier as well. Let's get into some of those clips as well. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Let's keep it going.
And the things that they've been talking about. It's pretty easy to find out his voter registration.
Hold on,
and it's pretty easy to
back.
find things that they've.
You
see, it's actually a two-part strategy. The first part of that strategy is the belief that if they can get enough veterans to support radical left-wing causes, then they can falsely cloak their radicalism in some legitimate constitutional complaints. The second part is when they move to violence and they use veterans to do it, they can then blame the right. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. You see, there's a reason why he put on a uniform that was meant to tie him to the veteran community. It's so that when you see headlines like this that happened last night in North Carolina carried out by an ex-Marine, you immediately equate it to right-wing politics. It's social conditioning, and they're doing it on purpose. The problem for them is we're just better at this. You see, it didn't take long to figure out that this fake photo that was running around social media was put out there on purpose. This is supposed to have been an image of the church that was attacked today in Michigan with American flags on the back of the truck. That's a fake image. They put that out on purpose because they wanted you to think that this is just some right-wing extremist. The problem is, again, we're better at this. You see, because once they released the name of the terrorists that attacked the Mormon church in Michigan today, it was pretty easy to start finding out exactly who this person is and the things that they've been talking about. It's pretty easy to find out his voter registration. And it was pretty easy to find his ActBlue donor records also. But this one actually took a little bit of effort. Someone had to physically go take a photo of his Stop Trump sign hanging on the fence of his house. Fact is, we're going to have to do this over and over again. Every time a radical leftist engages in domestic terrorism, the left is going to try to convince you that it was some Trump-supporting MAGA person. We're going to do the research, and we're going to prove that, in fact, it was one of theirs. They're then going to pretend like everything that we just found was not real. So you're going to have to always start with the baseline. Conservatives and Republicans don't attack churches. We don't engage in domestic terrorism. That is a left-wing, radical, violent tactic. That's not how we engage in political discourse. And once you have that foundation, it's pretty easy to understand why they're doing it, what they're doing, and who's doing it.
So right on the heels of this Charlie Kirk situation, where we all saw what happened in Utah, right? Where Tyler Robinson, they said that Tyler Robinson, his father was MAGA, but Tyler Robinson was radical left. Donald Trump went on national TV himself and blamed the radical left and said that the left and Antifa and all these other groups were responsible for these atrocious acts that are happening here on American soil. I'm telling black people right now, black people, we need to disassociate ourselves from the Democratic Party and the Republican Party and be in the middle. because we're looked at as just staunchly Democrats. But with this stuff going on, with this good versus evil, we get lumped into that. This is why every time something happens, they want to blame black people. We need to be out of the way. This is W on W violence. This is what they do. This has always been the structure of America. Now the cameras is on everything because, man, this thing is getting real crazy.
Well,
let's look at what the news is saying, and let's look at this man's identity and what he looks like, right? Now, mind you, they're saying that there's going to be more casualties because this man had a rifle. And he
love saying it's left-wing violence or right-wing violence. We know left-wing is the the Republicans, and the right wings is the Democrats. So they like to act like political violence against each other. That's what they pushing, the narrative that they pushing. The Republicans saying Trump and them, the good old boys, is doing that certain things, and the other side, Democrats, is blaming the Republicans. So it's an ongoing mesh of bullshit. But like George said, our people do love voting. I'm for not voting. I don't vote. I haven't voted in a long time. I'm for showing my power of not voting and staying out of these white people way. But let's go. Welcome to the channel, Not Worth It. Welcome.
Fire. He went to a church and just opened fire on innocent people, man. Like this thing, listen, this is W on W violence. Check this out.
At least 2 people have been killed in a shooting at a Mormon church in the US state of Michigan. The 40-year-old suspect also started a fire at the Michigan church.
A Sunday morning service turning to horror when police say a man armed with an assault rifle opened fire inside a church in Grand Blanc Township, Michigan.
There's an active shooter at the church. I need manpower up here ASAP. I have people trapped in the building. Repeat, people trapped in the building. We got children inside too.
That frantic 911 call alerting police to an active shooter at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, about 55 miles northwest of Detroit.
He ran the vehicle through the front door, exited, then started firing shots.
Police say multiple people were shot, and the gunman was killed by 2 law enforcement officers. Adding to the terror, police say the shooter then set fire to the church.
We believe that was deliberately set by the suspect.
The horrific act shocking this community of about 40,000 people.
This kind of violence doesn't happen in our community.
Neighbors watching in disbelief as thick smoke billows from the church.
I'm completely distraught. This was a quiet neighborhood. We've never seen anything like this.
As this community grapples with grief, the church website now reads closed.
And we're going to take you live to Michigan now, where authorities are giving an update.
Acting Special Agent in charge of the FBI, Ruben Gleeman. Special Agent in charge of the ATF, James Deere. Grand Blanc Township Supervisors.
No problem, Not Worth It. Basically what I'm doing, my brother Big Aboriginal Power is streaming this, and I'm dual streaming it. We talk about white on white crime. We talk about the left and right wingers. Like I said, I'm for not voting. I'm not affiliated with any political party. Just showing, the information about what's going on in America. America is on fire, man. The left is blaming it on the left. The right is blaming it on the right. And it's just people being unalive for no reason. But yeah, we just keeping the information, letting the people know what's going on here in America. Appreciate you, pretty as eyes. Enemies public.
Scott Bennett. See if their loved one is okay at the reunification center. I want to provide a number for you for that. It's 248-705-7352. Also, I know that our community is hurting right now.
Like I said,
and we want to provide.
I'm showing this because Trump is always talking about sending the National Guard into black communities, flag on the play, Aboriginal communities. Why he ain't sending them in the white communities that's doing all these crimes? These mass shootings. Like I said, they need to, if you do a hate crime, they need to address it as a hate crime. To me, they're not addressing them as hate crimes. But y'all got it. Let's go. Shout out my brother.
Some resources for our community moving forward. At the Genesis Athletic Club in Grand Blanc for Monday and Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We will have services for the community. From Wednesday to Friday, those services will be available to our community at the Grand Blanc Seniors.
Shout out to my brother Roger W for supporting the channel as well. Shout out to big brother Roger W. We do appreciate all of the support. Shout out to my brother.
Hey, shout out Roger W for the continued support, man.
All
my
right.
nigga Roger W.
Shout out
Much
to,
love.
we do appreciate all the love and all the support. All right, so we're gonna get into a lot of this, man. The guy who did the shooting at the church,
same thing. Republican,
it's
Democrat,
crazy.
same bird on that, you know, wings on a bird.
That's all I have for now. I will give you another update, another press conference at 8 p.m. Thank you.
Hey, shout out. My
Okay, so that wraps up another update. 10 victims of
Much love and respect to you and the family. Make sure y'all everybody sub up to my sister DJ Tanya Renee. She plays music on the weekend. She be getting it in. Make sure y'all sub up to her, everybody. Got two new people. What's good? I got you. I'm going to add you as a my native Michigan. He said, just a question. Why is it a left and right wing? And real fact is evil versus good. You could say that. And Nisha, unfused. Much love and respect. I'm gonna mod you up too. Welcome to the mod squad, man. Everybody got a voice over here, man. You know, I can agree with that evil versus good, but then you know, it's just what about good and bad people, man. It's just good and bad people out here, but most of it is through free speech and hate. Like I said, to me, America never dealt with racism. It swept it under the rug. And now we got a pile of trash under that rug, and it's just sitting there, and you can't deny that hate. But let's finish listening, man. Shout out my nigga Big Aboriginal Power. Let's go.
For coming in the building. Like I said, we appreciate everybody coming into the building.
Shout out my brother Maybach. What's good,
As we're coming to you from about an hour away from Detroit and about 20 minutes away from Flint. So we're just kind of in between the two cities, if you will. And in this small town of Grand Blanc, Michigan, about 400 yards away, there's a church that, of course, you've been showing pictures of all day long, and the whole country, the whole world has been watching. In the country, the whole world has been watching. Inside of this Church of Latter-day Saints, there were parishioners who were there starting the morning off, presumably about 12 hours ago.
Over here, everybody subbing up to everybody supporting each other. You know, playing the network music. You know what I mean? That's what we're about over here. So everybody sub up to everybody blue over here. My brother Mike Dollars was good. Much love and respect. Mike Dollars was good. Yeah, everybody sub up to everybody channel, man. It's about supporting each other over here. So let's go.
Ago, expecting a nice day of calm prayer, when suddenly they heard a big bang, and it was that bang that was actually the pickup truck that slammed into the front of this church. And when that happened, apparently people thought, okay, maybe someone had a medical emergency. Some people started running outside the church to see what had happened. And when they ran out, this man, Thomas Sanford, investigators say, came out and just started spraying bullets in the parking lot. He was killed there in the parking lot, but not before shooting 10 people inside the church or right outside the church in the parking lot as well, and also setting fire to the entire church. And when he did that, there were so many people who, of course, were trying to get out. They were actually covering children and older people with their bodies, trying to take care of those who are more vulnerable around them. And as they did that, the fire then then
You already
started,
know,
and
my
it's
brother
unclear if there
Maybach.
were
You already
explosives
know,
that
man.
were inside as well that may have caused
Appreciate
the
you.
entire thing to then go up. Now, I can tell you right now that some of the people we spoke with, they say that the ones inside that building are simply put heroes.
It's very tragic, and that's not what our community is. I'm confident.
Like I said, they're always talking about sending the National Guard to our communities. They need to send them to the damn suburbs where all these shootings at. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said this corporation ain't trying to fix nothing. They covering up white on white crime because they don't want to expose the racism in America. They don't want to deal with racism. So now you got the left taking out the left, the right taking out the left. You know what I mean? And they don't want to address it. They rather blame it on crime in the black communities for the National Guard coming to our communities, but should be blaming it on white crime, terrorism, the same way America was built. But let's go, man.
That we're going to overcome this is
old. He's from a place called Oak Island, which it's my understanding is not very, very far away. Police did not elaborate on why they know that the attack was targeted, but they say it is clear that it was a targeted attack. They said that Edge was on a small boat, again, close to the shore, right along the area lined with bars and restaurants when he started shooting. And then he actually took off on the boat. He went on the run in the boat, and the Coast Guard spotted him. This was roughly about 30 minutes later, according to investigators. It was the Coast Guard who spotted him at a public boat ramp.
Last night, our witnesses that were on the scene observed a white center console boat travel south or southwest, leaving the area. Our Coast Guard partners were patrolling along with our sheriff's office and encountered a boat down at the 55th Street boat access in Oak Island. The officers got out and made contact with Mr. Edge, and as a result of that, during the investigation, he was detained and taken into custody.
So he is now charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. It was 5 counts of attempted first-degree murder and 5 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. Unlike the situation in Michigan, he is alive.
Yeah, so you got the shooting in Southport, North Carolina, the shooting that's going down in Michigan. You feel what I'm saying? You got a lot of this stuff taking place. And then meanwhile, while all that is taking place, you got a third gunman that is taking place in Texas, family. He goes into a casino and shoots.
And tonight, investigators are crediting automatic license plate readers with helping them capture Jones and bring him into custody. The Eagle Pass Police Department says DPS used the technology to track Jones's vehicle. License plate readers get a snapshot of the plate, the color, the make and model of the vehicle. DPS and other agencies are able to flag certain license plate in the system to let other jurisdictions know who they're looking for. License plate readers have been controversial in some cities across the nation, but the company who makes them says it is exactly what they are for. Flock Safety has told Fox 8 several times these devices can gather evidence for criminal investigations and help track down suspects. The shooting happened on Kickapoo Tribal Grounds, which has its own police force. It's authorized by the Texas legislature and trained to uphold the same standards as any.
Hey, much love to you and the family, AJ Clark. Grand Rising, flat motherfucking power. Good seeing you. Hopefully everybody, hopefully you and the family good. And that's with each and every one of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all support. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
Any peace officer in the state. A cross-deputization agreement with Maverick County means tribal police can enforce state law on the reservation. That's why we've seen tribal officers, deputies, and federal agents all working the scene of last night's deadly shooting at the casino. Now what happens to the suspect? Well, that depends on who he is. If he's a member of the tribe, federal prosecutors could step in alongside tribal authorities. But if he is not a member of the Kickapoos, the case goes straight to the state and federal courts, with tribal police only holding him until he's handed over, and he could be held at the Maverick County Jail. Tonight, we've just learned the second victim is a mother of 4, and she's from Carrizo Springs. It was a chaotic scene for dozens of people inside the casino. Fox SA's Phil Sterling joins us live from Eagle Pass. He spoke with a woman who was inside the casino when the chaos broke out. Phil.
Darian Erica Bustamante said that they were all confused when they heard those alarms going off. But when she found out why they went off, she was saddened to hear about the violence that took place just outside of her building. Erica Bustamante from Carrizo Springs visits the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino often. Last night, she arrived there at 9:35 p.m. to place some high bets.
I tend to go to the high limit room, which is like a room that is separate from the general open areas.
At around 11:45 p.m., the fire alarms went off.
There was just several people walking around trying to find out what it was. Eventually, the alarm went off. And a few minutes later, a lady came around to let us know that there was like an active shooter outside, that there was some shots fired.
Those shots allegedly coming from the parking lot.
I consider myself very fortunate that I wasn't in the immediate area of the incident.
She says everyone was escorted out, and to get to her car, she had to walk past the parking lot where the shooting happened.
I saw Border Patrol, Sheriff's Office, Tribal Police, PD, you know, there was just so many law enforcement officers all over the place.
Something she says she's seen when she visits.
There's a security at every door. You will never walk into the casino without any security being present. They have metal detectors at every entrance.
Bustamante says that knowing that one of the victims was from Carrizo Springs just hits home that much more. Phil Sterling reporting live from Eagle Pass, Fox SA.
All right, thanks a lot, Phil. And we did talk to another person who was inside the building when the shooting happened. Janet Estrada says security first told people inside the casino to exit the building unknowingly where the shooter was. But then, of course, they rushed everyone back inside.
While we were out there, they did exit everybody out. We were out there for about a good 5 to 10 minutes. They wanted everybody back in. So we went from outside, go, 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 to now everybody getting back inside. First thing I thought, they haven't gone the shooter. He's probably, you know, somewhere around the area.
All right. And she says after that, security at the casino told everyone to go back inside or go back outside a second time. The casino and hotel now closed for the investigation. No word tonight on when it will reopen. This is not the first shooting that's happened at Lucky.
This ain't even the first shooting that has took place down there in that area. So it's a lot of stuff going on right now in America, man. Shit is getting wild. Shit is getting really, really wild out there. Drop a fire emoji. Let's get a few more people to support. So far, we have 3. Let's hit the 10 person goal and then lock that in, family. We're going to get into some more details about the shooter in the Texas casino. We're going to get into everything we know about the alleged shooter.
At the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino near Eagle Pass, 2 people are dead and 5 others are injured. And our crew was the only one at the Wilson County Jail as the suspect. 34-year-old Kerrion Rashad Jones was cuffed and walked in front of our cameras. The reason he was there and not in Maverick County custody is because he led police on a dramatic chase. So far, he's been charged with 2 counts of capital murder and 5 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. The Eagle Pass mayor confirmed one of those killed was this man, Mark Antley. The mayor wrote in a post on social media that Antley was.
Man, how we know this dude didn't do no threatening shit to him? We don't know if this brother is innocent or not. We don't know. And you know how media throws it out there when it comes to our people. This guy could have been trying to rob him or possibly got down on him or did something, you know, that caused this.
Was a former Customs and Border Protection agent and a beloved community member. The other victim has not yet been identified. And as we try and learn more about this tragic situation, we do have team coverage. Devin Karp is in Eagle Pass, where the community is still dealing with the impact of the violence. And Zaria Oates is in Stockdale, where the suspect was taken into custody. Devin, we'll start with you as law enforcement had a brief press conference.
Yeah, JP, they weren't able to answer any of our questions, but they were able to give us a glimpse of just, frankly, the number of law enforcement agencies that showed up over to the Lucky Eagle Casino in Kickapoo starting at 11:48 p.m. last night over on Saturday.
All right, we're gonna get into a lot of this, but man, I think it's time for us to take a quick break. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, thumb up the video. We're gonna come right back to this, to the rest of the information, but we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play a little video and support the channel. We're gonna play the #1 song right now in Arkansas. This song.
Hey, shout out my big brother, Big Aboriginal Power. Like I said, I'm about to shut it down. We're gonna close this out. Make sure y'all go over to, if y'all want to watch more of that, go over to my brother, Big Aboriginal Power channel. Back. You know, I'm gonna play this in closing. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. If nobody told y'all they love y'all, OG and this family love y'all, I'm gonna shout out to everybody in the chat as far back as I can go. We're closing with Hood Politics Part 4. Y'all know what time it is. My nigga Dangerous, man. Let's go. Damn.
Entering the Love Palace with the goddess.
So shout out to
We're getting into the lives of the
Not
people
Worth It, AJ
behind the
Clark,
bars. You feel me?
Michigan, Maybach, Mike Dollar, Misha Unfused, Pretty Revive, my sister DJ Tanya Renee, the Enemy's Public, Texas, Leonard Robinson, Rose Maliko G, Humbled Up, Jaguar, Texas Captain Hunt,
a horrible tragedy like this, a
King
personal tragedy,
Don Dada,
just breaks everybody's heart. Take a tragedy like this,
Mr. C, Live and Learn, The Root,
Greatness, walk in the building, I did you miss me? Flat earth don't mean niggas live on the frisbee. Niggas still believe in religion and watch suffering. Niggas put their faith in a system that don't fuck with them. Black gloves cover my hands, committing homicide. Memories plotting revenge, it left me traumatized. Coming from the bottom and trying to get to the other side. The greatest motivation in life, watching my mother cry. Big corporations still consider it slaves. Freedom got a price, they call it minimum wage. The money make predators, these the sinners that pray. But we ain't never done, new beginnings await. If you ain't fucking with me now, you really think I need y'all? The roller coaster ride of life, it's kinda like the seesaw. But when you get to this view, everything that seems small. It even got these bitches diving mouth first to these balls. Man, shit change when I get in the V, cause I just let my ego drive when I sit in the seats. I mean, I used to be a bummy nigga, simple and clear. Then I cleaned up and turned into the pimp of the year. Any nigga harming a child is a terrorist. Niggas still believe in the book. Need a therapist. You fly, but you catching the bus. This shit embarrassing. Quick to say you stacking them bucks. This shit hilarious. Niggas thought homie was soft, but he a block nigga. Quiet ones always let off. You gotta watch niggas. Legend is 12 was thirsty and tried to stop niggas. Same cat, him and his mans turned into cop killers.
Appreciate all y'all support, man. I see y'all in a day or two.
Deliberately lured the officers to his home with a 911 call, waiting for them, armed with an AR-15 assault rifle.
Hey yo, the chosen one, light-skinned nigga, yeah, the golden one. Father to the fire with this shit, I control the sun. Niggas did the double cross thing, got his ball sling, put the barrel under his chin and made his thoughts rain. But fuck the government, the way that it stands, every branch attached to it, all the way to Japan. I hope niggas break from it any way that you can. It only take a few steps to walk away from the plan. Shit, I hope niggas wake up, learn we gotta win. School shooting made the news, they turning into a trend. They wanna keep you dumb and blind. Voting for your favorite crooks, always for the lesser evil, never for the greater good. Can't sleep, one eye open like a cyclops. Can't believe none of they truth. This shit is psyops. The sunset and sunrise, good mornings turn to goodbyes. Meeting at the funeral service, that's when the love dies. Father kills 2-year-old, now that's a monster. Woman Woman shot her husband on live. He need a doctor. Homie didn't make it, of course. See, that's that girl lost. She did that in front of their kids. And the world saw. It's been a few years in this world. Been on some crazy shit. Desensitized the mind. They made this shit exist. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. That's the way it is. Hood Politics Part 4. My name Dangerous.
Man, shout out. We're going to close out with one more, man. We on that other shit over here, man. We on that other shit, man. Exposing corruption in the corporation, man. We on that other shit over here. We on that other shit, man. Let's go. Appreciate all, man.
This for them niggas in the bleachers looking down on us as reality. What habits you can see that they beneath us. They calling us the cleaners, cause any dirt between us. Have me show up at your crib with some bags and the sweepers. Heard that bullshit you was rapping. Let me tell you how it happened. I played it for my niggas and them niggas started laughing. I was trying to defend you, son, I'm being honest, but them niggas is convincing, son, that shit was straight garbage. I'm fire all over the earth. Go ahead and tell a friend, you watered down niggas should really stay in your element. They used to be ahead of me, now I'm in a lane they can never be. Really on a level they can never reach. I be flipping on some other shit, and right now,
man, power
I'm
to
really
the
on some
motherfucking
other
people.
shit.
I'm on some other shit.
My nigga, put that on my mother shit. This still hot when it fire. Gotta grip it with oven mitts. That dirty bird is a slutty bitch. I'm not selling any jokes, homie. Who you acting funny with? A comic book is in this 100 clip. Cause niggas walk around acting like we came across a money. Nigga, this AK. I brought the humble you boys. Like kids showing they gifts. Niggas up in they toys. I'm from a place where people make suffering joy. This hell really exists. Niggas stuck in the void. All of this hate. Nigga, I don't know where to start. But jealousy is the reason niggas falling apart. You want beef? Let's have a cookout. My bail getting took out. Misery's a house that you niggas getting put out. Think you bulletproof? Let's see if playing tough really works. Bullets get riddled in you, nigga. Tell me, do they hurt? Say the word, and this shit'll get done with a smirk. Ain't no second thought. I don't give a fuck in the first.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Shout out my nigga Dangerous. We was spitting that fire, man. Day one sponsor. I'm on some other shit.
I be flipping on some other shit, and right now I'm really on some other shit. My nigga, put that on my mother shit. This still hot when it fire. Gotta grip it with oven mitts. That dirty bird is a slutty bitch. I'm not selling any jokes, homie. Who you acting funny with? A comic book is in this 100 clip. Cause niggas walk around acting like we came across a money glitch.
Shout out my nigga sponsor, Dangerous Music, the network, man. Everybody have a good evening, man. Nobody told y'all they love y'all. OG and his family love y'all, man. We out, man.